And we're live. New Year's stream. And I need some stuff here. Paper towel. Because I know I'm going to make a mess. And make myself a rum and coke. Because I got more rum. You guys probably all think I'm an alcoholic. I'm not. I'm really not an alcoholic. First part of being an alcoholic is denying you're alcoholic. But if you're not an alcoholic, how do you deny you're an alcoholic if you're not an alcoholic? And when the first makes no sense. Anyway. So we're live streaming. And somewhere down here, I can do a ticker. All right. Edit. I'm going to edit the ticker. Happy New Year. Show. I wonder if I can add some stuff to it. What's up, Terry? Theory. How is life? I got to bring up the YouTube end of it so I can actually have the chat and we gotta turn off my sound. And what's up, 3D Medic? Breakout chat, pop out chat. Then I can get rid of this window here. I can have chat over here because the StreamYard's chat is okay, but it's still way behind. Yeah, celebrating too hard. I'm not doing the celebrating too hard thing tonight. It will not be like last year. No, I don't need to save that. Quit. Oh, thank God I didn't quit the round thing. I almost quit the whole browser that I'm streaming out of. That would have been really, really stupid. Okay, most of that stuff I need to keep. You know what? I'm going to stick it in a folder. New folder. I'm cleaning up my desktop at the same time. What's up, Andrew? And I'm just going to stick all this stuff in the folder so I just don't have it sitting there in my face for now. And then that's that. All right. We're actually somewhat set up now. If you haven't noticed, I did this kind of spur of the moment. Last year, me and Chom and a few others did this. And but mildly, we got out of hand. So, yeah, that ain't happening this year. For one, I ain't staying up that late. I'll probably have a drink or two and be gone in an hour. Be in bed. I'm too old for that crap. That was dumb last year. Let's get Shom at least into the chat, though. Twitter. Twitted messages. Trying to be a tad responsible. I'm not trying to talk to Shom. I don't want to get out of hand this year. And there we go. And he's just stream. Okay, I'm back. Banned in several countries, if I remember. banned in every country as far as I know. I think we got in big trouble last year. I think YouTube didn't like me. I think that's partially why my channel has not grown rapidly at all. Not that I really should. My content isn't all that hot. Although I do have a new video coming out tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's already uploaded, scheduled. It's one thing I do like about the new YouTube studio is it's a little easier to upload and schedule and set it up. What was banned? Last year we had a New Year's stream. It was me and Shom, Askewed Feud 3D. Inside of Matt and Matt showed up. There was a couple other people. I was so drunk I can't remember now. We got plastered, and me and Shom got a little out of hand. And the next morning I woke up, and I mean, me and Shom were just going nuts. I woke up and my email was just full of YouTube, strike, banned in this country, banned in that country, YouTube strike. It was so bad that I've had videos on YouTube that had strikes on them, and they would let me go view it, edit it, download it, whatever, fix it. This was they wouldn't even let me touch my own video. It was just blocked out. So yeah, and I mean, I woke up and my email was just full. I think I had like 50 or 60 YouTube strikes in my email. Ban this, strike that, ban this. I was just getting emails one right after the other. That's not happening again. That just isn't gonna happen again. Not gonna do it. Yeah, we had some fun, though. It was fun, but I ain't doing that again. Can't go there. But I will have a cocktail. Because I very definitely mark this as not child-friendly. And I got a nice new bottle of rum here to open. That my brother bought me for Christmas. Of my favoriteest rum in the whole wide world now. And it's going to be a weak one. See, weak. I'm not going to get stupid this year. I do have more ice down here and more sodas right over there. My Scottish drink? No. Nope, sorry. Don't need it. Don't want it. My drinking is... I was never a big drinker. That's actually why I get twisted so easily. I was never a huge drinker. I like to have a rum and coke or two. I start drinking, and I get stupid really easy. Orange flavored whiskey, also homemade. Brandy, like real brandy or not that sicky, sweet, fake brandy, like real brandy. Somewhere I have some real brandy. One of my little jugs. I don't really drink that anymore either. I don't like blackberry brandy. You buy in a little bottle on the pint. And, we used to go out ice skating and drink it when I was a kid. It was sicky sweet. Yeah, I don't do that no more. Rum and cokes were pretty much my thing, or a glass of wine. I do like my glass of wine. Nope, no music. No banning. No trouble. It's going to be early. you want to start a stream, Sean, you can come over. You can start your own. We'll hop into that. That's fine too. So, anyway, who's all in here? There's Andrew S., 3D Mimic Vince, Terry, and that's it. I think there's more people. They just haven't said anything yet. Yeah, real brandy. Okay. I used to drink real brandy. It's not bad. It's kind of not my thing all the time. It was a fun walk home. Yeah, I bet. Anyway, so yeah, 3D printing, you know, it's going to be calm. Still wants to have a big party. Yep, I can't get too crazy. I can't do stupid crap. Can't be goofy anymore. At least not right now. And there's a Viking. It's already New Year's for him. It's already 2020 for him. Probably won't see him. He's probably drunk somewhere already. Usually pops in about now, but I have a feeling he's off in the real world somewhere. Doing the real world thing. You know how that is. Yeah, well, send me a link there, Sean. I hardly drink anymore from a bottle of VOD already. 2:30 a.m. here. Yeah, I know Thomas doesn't drink, but he goes out. He does stuff. I hardly drink anymore, but I drank a bottle of VOD. Yeah, you don't drink anymore. Neither do I. I don't drink at all anymore. Cheers. I really don't. Every time I've drank in the last month, I've done it on live stream. I have not touched alcohol other than on live stream. Maybe live streaming is my problem. I drink when I live stream. Could be a problem. Ow, my knee. It's killing me. My feet are getting cold because I never put socks on. I got bare tootsies. So anyway, New Year's. And the LlamaCore is printing beautifully. And I just did a video on this little guy, which is totally awesome. And I did a video on how to design it and print it yourself even. And it's a little long. I hate doing them much over like 10 or 15 minutes. 10 minutes is really a good video. Anything over that, people get lost. But it is a semi-tutorial. I might have done it a little fast. But it'll be up at 11 tomorrow morning. 11 Eastern time. It's like mid-afternoon for you, Andrew. And it's TPU. Flexi. And I think I'm going to do a contest for a t-shirt. In fact, I already set it up in Gleam, but I just haven't publicized it yet. Not sure if I want to do it the way I set it up. Not really sure how I want to do it. But I was going to give away a t-shirt. I'll figure it out by noon tomorrow. And I may post another video noon tomorrow. So I have 2 or 3 because of this live stream will post. And the one I just scheduled, I just finished editing like 20 minutes ago. I said, you know what? Maybe I'll live stream now. And then I think I'll do a contest video for a t-shirt. You could win a llama t-shirt. In fact, I can tell you what space it's going to be. See that panel right there? Right there on my 3D printer. The question, it's going to be an answer the question contest, and it's going to be, what do you think I designed that panel for? And the hint is, it's not for a structural reason. It's not there for any structural reason at all. Not what I designed it for. It may add a little structural. Probably not. It's a thin little panel. It's rather big. It's actually 2 panels. There's 2 of them there. And what I designed them for. There's actually 2 of them. They just snap in there. I'm that good of a designer. It fits perfectly. No. Actually, it was that good. That was printed on the Llama Core with one of the first Humera prints right there, with the Humera bolted on. And it came out quite nice, the big flat panel. So it'll work now because I was playing with it. And it's got some screws to mount it. And actually, I think I'm going to change that. But for now, it'll work. Because I think I'll use this method. And that's that. So the contest will be, guess what I did, why I did these panels. What was my original intentions? What is up, Mr. Buttram and Jake? Draft guard, I win. No. Not at the bottom. Printing's way up here. Panel's way down here. Not at the draft guard. Wing mat. Robbie's gonna get jealous. You start calling him the wingman. You're gonna have a boyfriend, fight there, buddy, going on. It will be an issue. And this thing does fit pretty well. Snaps right in there pretty tight. It's almost a little too tight. I have 2 wings. I can have 2 wingmen. All right, I'll give you that. I can't answer that. It's not structural. Has absolutely no structural. I mean, you saw how thin it was. It's not really structural anyways. So we hit you again. I will post a video tomorrow with the contest. You will be able to, whoever guesses it right, wins a shirt. One of these, any color you like. And that will be that. And I have a feeling I'm going to run it for like 3 or 4 days. I have it set up for a week right now. I've set it up in Gleam. I don't think I'm going to do it in Gleam. I think I'm going to do it in a YouTube video and just say, answer the question and give me your t-shirt size and what color you want. And whoever gets it right, I will enter into the Gleam thing and just use Gleam for rolling the dice, basically. Well, that's an added benefit there, Jake, but that's not it. Not it, Matt. Matty, Jake, Jakey, Matt. I have this thing on my palm and it itches. It's like a hole. I think it's a piece of wire. It got in my, like a real thin piece of wire got in my palm, and now it's driving me nuts. Oh well. Drink more. So there's that. Anyone want to jump in? Invite. Copy the clipboard. Yeah, I'm kind of ready for bed too. I was only going to do this for an hour. Jump in for half an hour there. Nah. Jump in. Somebody jump on into the green room. That's all right. Use your laptop or your TV or your whatever. You can jump in for 5 or 10 minutes. I'll get, like I said, why is it out? Don't they always sleep? You're always sleeping while you stream. You're like the quietest talker ever. You really do. You have like this soft voice when you talk online. You always like, hi there. How's it going? My name's Mr. Botram. It's funny. You have this like calm voice. Half drunk, tired. That's the perfect time to stream. Yes, it is. No, it's not. I think Shom's gonna fire one up right now. I've been tweeting with him and he wants to get all aggressive. He's like, gotta have music. I'm like, no music. Not happening. Got responsibilities these days and I don't want to screw it up. There's Shom now. Dude, I just, like, it spurred on me. I was literally uploading my video that will be released tomorrow. And I said, you know what? It's New Year's. I should stream. And literally, I set up the stream. I actually tweeted you on Twitter saying, why aren't we doing one this year? And I said, you know what? I am going to do one for an hour. I'm only going to do it for an hour, and it's going to be clean and calm. No getting stupid. The link's right here. Can you see the link, or do I need to repost it? You can jump in if you want, Sean, but it's going to be clean, and it's going to be calm. I actually want to start publicizing this a little more. I think I'm going to actually try and make YouTube a little, like, put out a video every week or every other week, more likely. What's up? Mr. HVAC is here. Just got to keep it calm this year. There's way too many responsibilities. And I've calmed a lot. I just can't be a crazy person anymore. Can't do it. Jerry? What does Jerry got to do with it? Jerry who? Not a clue what you're talking about, but that's all right. So, anyways, what are you guys 3D printing for the new year? I'm 3D printing little clips. I am going to try to get the YouTube going a little bit more stably, just for fun. See if I can publicize it a little more. I am going to start using my blog again, which I stopped doing. I have a blogger post, which I used to use a lot, and actually got really popular and then kind of faded away. Your printers have been off for 3 days. 3 days? Yeah, I guess it's Christmas and New Year's and all that crap. Got to deal with the family. Most of my family have come and gone, which is okay with. One of my brothers still hasn't shown up. Actually, two of them. But I don't think one of them's going to show up considering he's out in Colorado. Been designing your Murph project? Chilling on a Sunday afternoon. So, yeah. I'm going to clean up the wiring on that. I am... Oh, that baby back there. You can barely see the frown cane. It is definitely, the more I've been thinking about it, is getting this puppy. Getting rid of the stupid carriage that's just, it's hard to even describe. It doesn't, actually it's easy to describe. The carriages, all three of them, the 2Z/X and the actual X carriage, don't use eccentric nuts. They actually use a slot and you tighten it up. The problem is it constantly slips free. The printer actually prints really nice now for a short time, and then stuff comes loose. So what I'm going to do is I just ordered 2 more of these. They were cheap. They were like $10. And I have 2 more 500 millimeter pieces of V-groove that I will slap on there for the Z. And I'm going to redesign it and put the Hemera on it. But I'm going to do it a little different. Because these are mini carriages, these are mini wheels. They're not the big wheels. They're the half-size ones. And the actual motor is like bigger than the carriage. I'm not going to mount it this way. I think I'm going to make a bracket that mounts it this way. And then I can put all my pulleys and stuff up here. Because the other thing I don't like about like the Ender 3s and all of those is if you look at that bottom belt, this is a real pet peeve of mine, and why I actually designed this thing in the first place was I don't like it when the belts go at an angle. Because what people don't realize is as you get closer and closer, as you go to either extreme of the build plate, when the belt is at an angle, you lose dimensional accuracy. While you're in the middle, you're okay. As you get closer and closer to either the pulley or the motor, and that belt is at an angle, you lose dimensional accuracy because that angle changes the actual distance you're pulling the belt. It's minor. Yes, it's extremely minor, but it adds up. When you get into the 300 millimeter build plates over the 200 millimeter build plates and you have that pitch, that distance adds up. And you can literally be like a half a millimeter off by the time you get to either thing. So if you do a full 290, 300 millimeter wide unit, you could literally be off a full millimeter in width. So if you type in, if you design it in Fusion, whatever, and it's 300 millimeters wide and you go to print it, it may end up being like 298 or 299, not a full 300. And it just bothers me. And it's a simple mathematical thing. I mean, you can't have the belt at an angle because as it gets closer, it's going to pull more because it's got to release more because of the angle of the belt. It's simple. It's like grade school geometry. I don't know why they keep doing it. It can make it straight. Yeah, it's already past the new year for you, huh? Well, see you, Andrew. Hey, Red Light, I didn't even see you pop in here. Where did you come from? Yeah, most people, it's kind of funny. I get some people going, oh, do this in Fusion, do that in Fusion. I'm thinking about it. And there's like a half a dozen people I've helped get started in Fusion. And I'm not going to say I taught them Fusion because I certainly did not. But there's, probably a half a dozen people I've taught. Again, not taught, but I've helped get started in Fusion. And they've far surpassed me. I mean, one of them is Carl. He asked me a couple questions when he first started out. And, I know the very basics. I'm really good at the drawing end of it. When you start getting into all the add-ons and the metal bendings and all the super features. I'm very basic with it. I can do almost anything with the basic stuff mechanically, but some of the fancy stuff, I still end up having. I don't use the shortcuts half the time. And I still use Tinkercad. I'm actually going to be doing. I got another video that I've half recorded that I use. I show you why Tinkercad can actually be better than using Fusion for simple stuff. It's faster, easier. I still use Tinkercad a lot. If it's something, basically, if I got to import an STL, and it'll go into Tinkercad. The problem with Tinkercad is it has a limit on how many faucets it can handle. I think it's 2,500 or 250,000 or something like that. It can only handle so big of a file, basically. And as long as you're underneath that file size and you're going to edit an STL, it's way easier to do it in Tinkercad than it is in Fusion. The whole time it takes you to import it into Fusion and get it working just isn't worth it. Fusion's too much of a pain in the butt to import the STL or other file types. Is that what the limit is? 25 meg now? Yeah, I think there's an actual faucet size. Excuse me, got the hiccups now. Faucet size too. I think it's 250,000 faucets or something like that. I don't know. There's a couple of different limits on it, which is fine. I mean, whatever. There's the other one. Oh God, stop. There's another one that My Mini Factory keeps publicizing. I don't know if they're linked to them or what, but it looks pretty good. But you start using it and they start whacking you for money. And it doesn't look advantageous enough to pay for, if that makes sense. It looks pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, the hiccups got to go away. Yeah. I think, they coincide, but not always directly, but pretty close. But it's always easier to import an object file or STL into Tinkercad. If it'll take it, do it. I mean, again, if you're just putting a hole in something or doing, it's just easier. Supposedly, there's supposed to be a link between Tinkercad and Fusion. So if you uploaded and imported something into into Tinkercad, and what's up, Robert? They were going to make it so you can link it directly into Fusion. In other words, if you have your accounts linked in Tinkercad and Fusion, you can upload it into Tinkercad and then open it in Fusion. I don't know if that's actually going to work or not. I have a feeling it's not working, which is why they haven't really pushed it, because they announced it like over a year ago that they were going to try and do it. And you had to link your accounts and everything. So that would be nice, though, because it's way easier in Tinkercad. But anyway, on a more fun subject, my drink's getting small. You never tried what? Importing an STL into Tinkercad? Or there's a couple. I use Tinkercad a lot. I still use a lot. Again, mostly for editing files. Oh, going from Tinkercad to Fusion? Yeah. It's not an easy thing yet. It's supposed to be the way they were talking about it. You can do it now, but there's supposed to be a direct link. If you link your account, if you use one account for all your Autodesk apps, you can link all the accounts to each other, all the programs. and then you can just import and export, kind of like Adobe does with Photoshop and Illustrator and Premiere. You can just point and click and it'll go right into the other app. Where Autodesk doesn't quite do that yet, because they want to get Mudbox more popular. Because I hear Mudbox, the latest update in Mudbox is awesome. The only problem with it is it's PC only. No Linux, no Mac. But I hear it's really good. Like the latest update is caught right up with ZBrush, and in some areas better. Mudbox has actually been around longer than ZBrush. It's a clay modeling type app. It's like ZBrush, but different. It's a clay modeling app. They have a free trial. If you haven't tried Mudbox, and it's not expensive, that's the one other thing about ZBrush. I'm not a big fan of ZBrush because of the price. Yeah, Mudbox. Yeah, it's clay modeling. It's not just organic modeling. It's clay modeling. What's up, Michael? I got a package over here. I got to mail to you. It's been sitting here for like a month. Ah, crap. Just sitting there. I got to address it and mail it to you. I know you sent me your address. Now I haven't gotten around to it. Busy. Never have a time. Every time I think about it, I'm doing something like this. And then I wake up in the morning and forget. It will get to you sometime this year. I promise. Oh, crap. I really want to mount this puppy on that printer. I can't wait. That baby's getting it. And then I will probably get rid of this printer. I may actually sell this. You know, it's kind of nostalgic to keep it because it's old and I've had it forever. And it's like my first real 3D printer. But I need to get rid of one. And actually, I think with this, the Humera on that, not yet. This year's got another 2 hours and 7 minutes to go. This coming year. Yeah, I love this. These are awesome. If you're even thinking about getting one and you can afford it, I mean, they're still not cheap, but for an E3D product, I mean, you think about it. It used to be more than this without a motor or anything, or a hot end, or anything. I mean, you used to just get like the cooling bracket for the $100, the $120, and you get to it. I mean, this is a full hot end. The only thing it's missing is, some kind of part cooling. Yeah, well, for mailing it's done, I guess. Yeah. Next year, this coming year, whatever you want to say, it will go. How come the ticker's not going? I thought I had the ticker going. Ticker. There it goes. Oh, I wanted to add like stuff. Can I? Oops. I want to add can you add like smiley faces and stuff? How about little stars and lightning bolts? Nope. Can't do anything but text. Well, we can make it look like fireworks, sort of. How's that? Save. Show. There we go. Oh, I edit. Gotta put a space in here. Maybe a couple spaces. Put another star in here. Where is it? Right here. Save. Show. Here we go. Happy New Year. I ain't gonna make it to the new year. I'll tell you that right now. I'm already falling asleep. Anybody want to jump in here? What's up, 2019 Cups? Here, you guys, somebody's got to jump in here. Actually, I still got it right here. I know I do. Come in, B. Come on, Robbie Mack or Michael or Mr. Buttram or somebody. Come on, you can jump in here. Red light, somebody. Jump in. Need people. So it's just me babbling. Need others to babble along with. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Come on, Robbie Mack. You can jump in for 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Never did find a drone. That sucks. Yep. Return it as broken or without the drone in it. You know, you could probably get away with it with Amazon. As long as you don't do that kind of thing a lot. My neighbor, I shouldn't say this, but we bought an electric chainsaw and it broke. And it was our fault. Clear as day. I mean, we jammed it and yanked on it and blah, blah, blah. He was like, just return it. I'm like, no, that's kind of wrong. I can get the parts. He's like, no, return it. I'm like, no. He's like, I'll buy it off you. How much was it? It's like $75. So he handed me, he's like, here, take 50. This is, it's a cordless little trim saw. It's about that big, cordless chainsaw. It's got like a 10-inch blade. It's perfect for limbing little branches in the yard. Anyway, so he takes it. I just order a new one. He orders one, takes it out of the box, puts the beat up one back in the box, and returns it. And he basically got a brand new one for $50. Yeah, I'm not. I have done it once, twice now. I've gotten products that were, wore out, broke, whatever, under what would be under warranty, but the warranties run out. I love the 90 days. Oh, it's not a warranty after 90 days. It's like BS. So I'll order another one, like 95 days. I had, what the hell did I have? Something little electronics. God, I can't remember what the hell it was. It was like $20. It was just it was one of them little Bluetooth speakers. It had a 90-day warranty on it. And it was literally like 95 days. It crapped out. It just stopped working. It would not connect, wouldn't hold a charge. And I wrote the company. I'm like, look, dude, come on, it's 95 days. Send me a new one. Or, at least fix it. Whatever. I mean, it's only 20 or $25 for them when, you know what I'm talking about, them little itty-bitty outdoor Bluetooth speakers that hook up your phone. And they're like, nope, 90 days, that's it. And I was very polite about it. I was like, whatever. Didn't write a review, nothing. Said, it's, because it's actually a decent speaker. I said, you know what? Screw them. So I ordered a new one and returned the old one and got the new one. And it still works. It's been like a year. I still got it somewhere around here. Little gray square box Bluetooth speakers. They actually work all right for, working out in the yard. They're not like the best sound, but when you're out in the yard, who cares? They sound better in the old 70s boom boxes that were, took a case of C batteries. I don't know if any of you guys remember them things. I used to have one. I had a couple of them. I'm going to have me one more Rowan coat. Every week one. What is up, RC? Yeah, but I'm not. If it's my own fault, I am not going to screw somebody over. Just doesn't work for me. I'm one of those karma kind of people. I think Hey, look at who we got here. What's
Great.
up, man? Hey, nice T-shirt.
Like that?
Yeah, I like that a lot.
I got a couple of these.
And it's purple and everything. It's a purple kind of night.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Not quite the mess here on the bench, but
What's wrong with that? Did you ever do anything with that board I sent you?
Yeah, I used it to compare to the board to clone that I just got.
Oh, would you get one of the INZ clones?
Well, I got this Prusa clone.
Yeah, it's INZ Pro.
Yeah, but well, and that's what I thought was I was going to get. I figured I'd get an INC clone board, and whenever I got the kit, I looked at it, and yeah, it's not a clone.
Oh, you got a whole Prusa clone. I thought you just got the Prusa board clone.
No, I got the whole Prusa clone with the MMU2 and all of that, and I expected to get clone stuff, board, all of that. And whenever I looked at the board, I used the board that I got from you, and I couldn't tell the difference between them. So obviously, not a clone.
Well, the board I gave you that's a true INZ Prusa board.
Yeah, and so is the one that came with my Prusa clone kit.
That's an Ultra Machine board?
Yep.
Really?
True Ultra Machine board. I was kind of
on it.
shocked. So
that's surprising.
But so far that's all I've done with it. But it's got a destination.
I was gonna say I think you'll find it's still a clone.
Yeah. Oh no,
Ultra Machine has a contract with Prusa. They can sell the board individually, but they can't mass sell them to another company. Prusa signed a contract.
Like I said, the only way I could tell the difference between the two was by actually plugging it in and seeing what the firmware was on it. That's the
firmware I'd updated a bunch of times.
That's how I knew. I saw that it was an updated version of the firmware. That's how I could tell them apart. But because even the chips, everything, the chips are identical. I could not tell the difference between the two boards because I'm sitting there looking at them side by side. I'm thinking, okay, which one's the one I got from Tom? Couldn't tell the difference.
Because mine had I had regular Marlin. I did not run Prusa's firmware.
Right.
I ran more Marlin because it ran on this printer.
Right.
Which is not a Prusa.
Yeah. And see, the board that I got from the Prusa kit, from the clone kit, had the Prusa firmware. Old firmware, but firmware from Prusa. You have to say.
I think I made that one a little too strong.
Yeah, I thought about an adult beverage tonight, but then the bar upstairs, and I didn't feel like going all the way upstairs.
Know that feeling. Yeah, this is.
Well, it's been a long week.
My second one, and that's probably my last one at the same time. I may have one more, but I doubt it.
Yeah. Well, tonight, for the first time since me and Lady Fox have been together, we're not together on New Year's Eve.
Well, what's up with that?
She's with her mother because Santa Claus delivered a broken hip for Christmas this year.
So she's with her boyfriend, huh? Good for
her. Yeah, but she's in the hospital with her mother.
Yeah, Angel.
So, because her mother's not going to get out of the hospital until Thursday, maybe.
Yeah.
So, and that's 100 miles away.
I think Shom's all mad. I'm not going to do a drunken stupor like I did last year. Too bad. I got real world issues. You probably weren't around for that, were you?
Nope. No, that was before that was in the very early days of my 3D printing / YouTube career.
We had put it this way, my email the next day, I opened my email and there was just unlimited amount of YouTube ban, countries banned, this was banned, strikes. My email was just full of YouTube messages going, your video was striked, your video was banned, your video was striked, your video was banned. I think I had the record at I think I counted like 50 or 60, and I just said screw it, and I just deleted anything after that came from YouTube that day. There had to have been over 100. Well, we got stupid drunk.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's been a while since I've done that. I'm okay not doing that kind of.
Yeah, I normally don't. I mean, it was fun. We planned it. I mean, we both said, we don't care. Let's just do it. Mine from Mind of Matt came on. He had, I'll never forget, he had, now I'm forgetting. He had pajamas, and I think they were snowman pajamas he was wearing. They had like snowman thing all over them. From the Mind of Matt, dude, Matt. It was fun. He was on there, and we just, a whole bunch of other people popped in and out during the night. And we just got stupid.
Yeah. Well, 'tis the night for it.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was fun.
If you're going
I
to do
thought about doing it again this year, but I just, for one, I actually kind of think I want to promote my channel again.
Yeah.
And actually make it, something worth watching.
Yeah.
I'm going to start doing videos. I literally took out my little notepad on my phone and started typing in all my little ideas for videos. I have 30 videos I could do right now. Ideas in my head and stuff. And I mean, there's so many things that I've printed that you guys have never even seen. I mean, supports and shower valves and, hat coat hangers and stuff that I just print it out and just do it. 80% practical printing, stuff out in my garage. I'm like, I should make videos about this crap. I should just do it. This stupid clip. I've designed dozens of these clips over the years, and I've just never done a video of them, and they're stupidly simple.
Well, and that's how I started watching you too.
So it's like,
what was it? I can't remember what video it was. The first one I watched of yours. You were replacing one of the parts for one of your tools.
Couldn't even tell you. I've done so much.
Yeah.
Just who was it? Oh, Robbie Mac went on Thingiverse. He's looking for something and he thinks what's up, RC? When did you pop in? I didn't even see you pop in. Or did I? I don't know.
Sure, you're not already several adult.
No, I'm just tired, dude. I've been trying to. My father's back in the rest home, and I've been trying to bring him home once in a while just to get him out of there.
Right.
It was kind of sunny and nice today, and I brought him home, and just getting him into the car, driving him home, and getting him out of the car and into the house, freaking exhausted him to the point where he was sick. I was like, well, I can't bring him back to the home. So I had to sit with him for 3 hours and make sure he wasn't going to freaking have a stroke or anything on me.
Yeah.
And deal with that. Got him healthy enough to get him back in the car so I could bring him back to the rest home where, he got. My life is just not easy right now.
Yeah. Well, and
it is what it is. But
that's what Lady Fox is hoping to prevent.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same kind of thing. Plus, my mother's not exactly the healthiest person in the world. And,
yeah.
I mean, she's been like that for years. It's just before my father used to take care of her, and now I got to take care of her and him. I mean, she's not. She's more of just a pain in the ass than she is. I mean, she's got definite medical issues. She can't walk straight and stuff, but she can get around on her own. She just needs help. But she's whiny.
Yeah.
I mean, every time you go down there, it's like you can't just say hi, how's it going? It's gonna be, I'm out of this and I'm out of that, and it's like you just want to turn around and walk away. Anyway, enough of that crap.
Yeah, but with Lady Fox away, I've been busy diligently working get stuff done. So I got home today, probably 4 o'clock. Thought, okay, I'll just kind of stretch out on the bed here for a minute. And then I wake up and, hey, llama's on.
Well, actually, you're like an hour or two behind me. What time is it there? 8 or 9?
I don't know. It's 9 right now.
Yeah, so you're an hour behind me.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Yeah, I've done that. I've been doing that a lot lately. I've been getting so exhausted that I end up coming home and I like lay down and watch television at 7, 8 o'clock at night. Next thing I know, it's midnight and I'm wide awake.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah, I did that. Did that what night? Like a few nights ago.
Every night for me.
Right after that snowstorm came through.
Every night for like the last month I've been doing that.
Yeah.
And then of course I'm wide awake at midnight, so I start screwing around on the computer or playing on YouTube or 3D printing crap. Matter of fact, that's what I did this at like 4 o'clock in the morning the first time. A little clip that I just did the video. You can watch the video tomorrow at 11 Eastern time. Advertising my video for tomorrow. But I did this at like 4 o'clock in the morning. So I need this clip. I can design that clip. Made the clip. Then this morning I went, you know what? I should make a damn video about it. So I went back and made a video about it.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide how important this little blade right here is to the MMU2.
Oh, I have no idea. The more I look at multi-material, it just seems like not worth it to me.
Well, the only reason I bought this one, because I've been holding off myself, is I looked at it, and for the full Prusa clone and the MMU2, $500.
Yeah, that's not bad. For one, I don't have $500, and two, I look at Purge Box and I go, why?
Yeah.
You know what actually interests me more? A couple of them, but G-Tech was the first one that came out with the blending one, where it's just a nozzle. I mean, there's been others that they really have it set up well. That blending where I could do like vases and have it go from blue to green and gradually transform color, not just be a hard line of color changing. No purge block. You just, basically they push one in faster than the other and slowly change how fast they go into the nozzle, whatever.
Right.
However it works. That interests me more.
Yeah, that would give you a cooler transition, almost like the rainbow filaments.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The only thing about that is it's done on the printer. You slice it, send the file to the printer. Then you have to go on the printer and say, do the graduate.
Yeah.
Which,
like the palette does it.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's just too much waste. I've done a few multicolors, and I designed them to be layered.
Yeah, well, and I do a lot of that too, with the multicolors through changing filaments.
Yeah,
and I probably won't do a whole lot with it, other than just
But I had it right here.
what it's all about.
Like my newest maker coin, which isn't far from done, but it gave me ideas. That came out pretty freaking sweet.
Yeah.
And it's just white, and then the red, and then it's actually the name I can't pronounce on the top. It's not actually black.
Yeah.
The Snow Lab is black, whatever you call it. Someone will type it in here as they start laughing at me because I can't pronounce the name of the crap. It's like a dark purple.
Yeah. Well, I did a maker coin for that library thing that I did.
Okay, that needs soda. That is way too powerful. I didn't think I put that much rum in there. Wow, that's nasty. I used to like the taste of rum in my. Dude, you can spell it out all you want. I still can't say it. My mouth, tongue, lips, jaw, too screwed up. Can't pronounce it. I know how to say it, just can't do it.
Yeah, I got to thinking. Murph's a lot closer than I expected it to be, so I'm gonna start.
I'd love to go to Murph this year. Never been to Murph. I went to Earth the first year. Didn't get to go this year.
Well, Earth's a lot closer to you than Murph. From same thing for me. Murph is closer for me, but got to thinking, yeah, if I'm gonna really do something,
Okay, RC.
make some maker coins. That's and I thought, okay, I need to get some stickers. I need to make some stickers.
Yeah, I wanted to do a whole bunch of promotional stuff. I just don't have the time or the money.
Yeah.
Mostly
Well,
the money.
mine
can
is I gotta figure out where to get them from. So I went to looking. Well, I went to looking online to see what there was, and shoot, there must be 500 sticker companies.
Yeah. Oh, easily.
Yeah.
Try one. There is one, and you'd have to ask. Fun King and Walter found one that are really pretty good, I guess, and
Yeah.
fairly cheap. You do have to order like 1,000 at a time or more.
Right.
But only, I think they said it was like $25 for 1,000.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
I know
That's-
die cut, from what I understand too. They're not just square.
yeah, and that's what I want.
I got my little button. I should put on my Alien 3D button, except for he's not here.
Because basically that's what I want to do. Is I want to do my little Fox logo. And
Come on, Josh, you're not even here, and I'm going to put on your Alien 3D button. I can freaking see the damn thing.
oh, let's see. I got one of those somewhere. Where's he at? Up there it is. Yeah.
He's in it with me. There we go. My little Alien 3D button. Here, I'll bring it in.
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for him to send out the Murph coins or the Earth coins. He said he was going to send all the subscribers.
Been inducted by Alien 3D.
Yep. See?
Yeah, we did our friendly promotion for him.
Yeah. Hey, I even got this one here. Let's move this over here.
I guess RC sent you a file. A file for what? What file are you looking for?
Oh, that's right. Check my email. Okay, I'll check my email.
Do it right now.
That's right. He was gonna make a. See, one thing that this clone didn't come with was
I don't worry about it.
there was a brass nut missing.
RC, you don't have to worry about it. It's I tagged it immediately as not child friendly. Because just because of this right here makes it not child friendly.
Let's see here.
This is a New Year's stream. It's not a kid stream. I just don't want to be like last year where it ends up getting banned in 99 countries. I would not be surprised if I beat some kind of record with that. Oh, I'm sure other people have done it.
Well, I don't see anything in there.
But, wow, me and Shom did some really crazy, stupid stuff last year.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, God. I wish I could have. I didn't record the video, and it literally was banned and locked. They locked it because there was some kind of lawsuit
Oh, yeah.
or something on it. Finally, I just said delete it. They're like, you must delete it or you're going to get this, that, and the other thing. I was like, whatever, just delete the thing. But I wish they would have let me download it so I could have edited it. Because there was like imaging, you know, I would like to take still images out of it of like me and Shom and Matt and a few others just as a joke. Didn't need video necessarily, but it would have been cool. Like I said, Matt was wearing these, like, I'm pretty sure they were snowman pajamas. They had little snowmen all over them. He did a little dance. He was dancing too. We were all dancing. We were doing some stupid crap. I barely remember half of it.
Yeah. So RC, which email did you send that to my Gmail account? Because I'm not seeing anything in here.
Check your junk folder.
Well, that's,
You sent it to the right email. You got Mike. You put Micro Fox. It's not Micro Fox. It's Michael Fox.
no, it's my Gmail is microfox40.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, microfox40 at Gmail.
Not the one I have, is it?
Yep, that's the one.
Oh, is it?
So if you send it to Michael Fox, it might have gone to Michael J. Fox.
You know, there's someone else, Michael Fox, that I saw on YouTube the other day. What was I watching? Oh, I was watching somebody's stream. There was like another Michael Fox, and I thought it was you at first. I was like, wait a minute, it was like spelled different.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've had the Micro Fox. I started.
Micro Fox actually sounds better.
Yeah.
You know, for
actually
YouTube.
That username, I come up with that Micro Fox username back. Oh, well, right when the Oklahoma City bombing happened.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Well, I saw a little blip about something that was going on in Oklahoma, and at the time did not have internet access, so I had an AOL disk for the free,
that was a long time ago.
for the free AOL. And of course, you know, whenever you used that, you had to put in a username. So I'm thinking, what kind of username am I going to? I'm looking at the disk, and I'm like, Microsoft, Microfox. There we go. Hence, Microfox was born.
AOL discs. I believe I still have a couple of really, really old like Macs up in the attic. I gotta crawl up in my attic. I think I still have a 605 Mac up in my attic with like 5 1/4 floppy disks and AOL disks up the yin yang.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's how I come up with the Microfox handle.
You know, someone bought Instant Messenger from AOL, from Time Warner. Time Warner owns AOL now. They bought Instant Messenger. You can actually use Instant Messenger. AIM.
Yeah.
AOL, American Online's Instant Messenger. It's
right.
live.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're actually using it for a business conference. But anybody can get on it again. If you have an account, you just got to re-sign in. You'll have to re-sign in. But it's all up and live again.
Yeah, I thought it died after.
What's up, Greg?
Who was it? I think it was
Time Warner bought them and pretty much.
Yeah, but then the one that kind of put the death to it was Microsoft. Whenever they come out with their instant messenger thing, that's it
was long. Basically, when Facebook is what killed it. Facebook instant messenger is what killed AIM.
Yeah,
there was others. I mean, it was solely AOL just faded, and that pretty much killed AIM. I mean, AIM went on for years after that. Here, let's have Gadget Angel in here. What's up, Gadget Angel?
Not much. What's up with you guys?
Not much. No camera, huh? just a voice. That's good too. At least you're not just a random little square. You actually have a photo.
Yeah, that's me about 15 years ago.
Well,
I was dead with my husband, so I don't really want to advertise that.
Who's your husband? Who was your husband?
My husband?
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, he works on cars.
Oh.
He allows me to be a 3D printer person, but he works on cars.
Oh.
I'm just watching you guys. It's New Year's. Where are you guys from?
I'm in Connecticut.
I'm in Kansas.
I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Oh, K-Town.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I just dropped. I hate it when that happens.
So you guys were streaming on New Year's Eve, and I'm probably not going to be up to see New Year's.
Me neither.
Yeah, probably not me either.
What's up,
But it
Blake?
looks like you've got a lot of i3 Mark IIIs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mark
What do
III,
you-
Mark III. There's a bear down here.
Wow.
Got a Alpha Wise there, an ANET there. There's a Delta, an HE3D.
And my husband thinks I'm bad because I own one.
Oh, and there's a
Yeah.
bear
I
kit,
have 3 and I'm getting rid of one.
down there. And what I'm working on right now is the MMU for another Prusa clone. So
Now,
Yeah.
I have a pellet too, but I haven't. I've opened the box and updated the firmware, but I haven't put it on my printer yet.
yeah,
Yeah,
I was
that's
looking
what
at
we're
the E3D tool changer. You guys are talking about, different materials.
yeah. Chris just got his. He's been doing videos on it.
Yeah, I've been watching it.
Yeah, I haven't watched his part 2 video, but I watched part 1.
Yeah, the part 2 video isn't too good because he got on and he started playing with it and he started reading the directions because like, oh, you got to 3D print these parts. And he's like, what? That was basically the end of that. I mean, he still did stuff, but didn't near what he wanted accomplished.
Well,
I'm
the
really
first one he
interested
got
in
quite a
doing
ways.
Yeah. Oh no, he got the whole frame built in the first one.
Yeah.
What would you recommend for multi-material printing, guys?
Well, at this point, I don't know. I don't know so far. I've already bled over this one.
I don't see any of them. I mean, if you can afford a tool changer, that's probably the best option.
At this point,
Oh, great.
That's Lady Fox.
Um,
I'm going to drop out here for a little bit so I can talk to her.
yeah, just put it on mute for a second. Here, there you go, mute. I don't know. I don't see any of them I really like. I would go with a multi-head. Like, if you can afford a tool changer, that's the way to do it.
Well-
My biggest thing with the multicolor and the multi-processing and all that is the purge block is such a waste. You end up wasting more filament in the purge block than you end up printing with. It's just a waste.
yeah, but with the tool changer, that won't happen.
Exactly. If you get like the tool changer, but the tool changer's $3,500.
Well, I was thinking about getting a rail core and putting a tool changer on the rail core.
It's pretty much the same printer, but yeah, you're still going to be $3,500 by the time you.
Yeah.
The rail core is what, 15?
Well, the one I was looking at was more close to 3,000.
Yeah. So, yeah, and then you add all the tool heads and the whole
Right.
mathematics and all of that. You're at the same price.
Has anybody done an enclosure for it yet?
For what? The tool changer?
Yeah, for the tool changer.
Oh, I'm sure. I haven't really. That's one of those I really, really want it, but there's no way in hell I can afford it, so I just don't watch.
Well, how many printers do you own right now?
I have 3.
Okay, so really, in the total cost you've spent on those 3 printers?
No.
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 What did you buy?
This is the only one I would call expensive, and I designed and built that myself. This is nothing production. That was $75. It cost me the shipping because it was a piece of crap that no one could get running. And
Yeah.
the one you can't see, the little one was only $250. I don't have $2,000 into the printers, period.
Wow.
Even with all the accessories and parts and boxes of crap I got.
Wow, that's amazing.
Because this one, the from
Because the
came,
Mark IIIs
Fun
are
came,
expensive. Those aren't
and
cheap.
we traded. He sent me the printer. I wanted the printer, and I had a little camcorder he wanted.
Yeah.
So we just traded. He's like,
Yeah, but the Prusa machines aren't that cheap. Have you looked at the cost on those things?
yeah, but I don't have a Prusa.
Wow. I mean, I
I
looked
would
at the
love a
cost on
Prusa.
those,
I
and you're
can't
just
afford it.
dealing with a Cartesian machine.
Yeah, well, this is a Core XY. This is my most expensive one, and actually, it's probably just bust the $1,000 mark because of I got one of these on it,
Right.
but I didn't pay for it. My brother bought me. I actually got 2 of these now. It's funny. I entered a contest for one, And my brother showed up and said, "Oh, that's really cool. Why don't you get one of those?" I said, "I can't afford that. You know what my situation is, because right now I'm taking care of my parents, so I'm not working. I have no money, literally zero."
Right.
My brother's like, "Oh, happy Merry Christmas," and just sent me one. Well, an hour later, the guy in the contest says, "Hey, you won!" So I ended up with 2 of them.
Oh my gosh. Do you enjoy Core XY? Have you used it much since you got it?
I built it. I didn't get it. I built it.
You built it.
I
Okay.
didn't just build it. I designed it and everything. This is 100% me. It took me
And
almost
do you
3
like it?
years to build this thing.
Does it print real well is what I'm asking.
It is now. This
Okay.
was the advantage. This really made it. Because getting that big, that's actually designed to be a 490 by 490 by 490, almost 500. Because that was the whole point of me designing that. If you look at it, everything's outside the frame. If you look at most
Okay.
Core XYs, all the hardware is inside the frame. So you build this big, 500 cube frame, but you can only print 300 because all the hardware is inside.
Right.
I built a 500 square frame, put all the hardware outside, so you could literally print 500 square. I mean, you can't.
Okay.
You like 480, 490. Problem is, I can't get a bed for it for less than like $1 million.
Yeah.
So it's limited to 300 by 300 by 300 by, I think I got 460 at a height.
Okay. What kind of head what kind of hot end are you using?
It's now got a Humera on it. I just put a Humera on it last week.
Man, beautiful.
It was just using an E3D V6 with an
Right.
1100 millimeter long Bowden tube.
Wow.
Because
So you went direct drive. And
Yeah,
no
I love
problems, no
direct drive.
reflections or anything.
Huh? What was that?
How's the print quality with the Humera?
Way better.
Way better.
Oh, way better. This is.
Yeah.
I am not an E3D fanboy at all. I've said this a million times. I think E3D makes some nice products.
Right.
I think they're a little overpriced. I get why they're overpriced, and I'm not complaining that they're overpriced. It's just out of my price range, plain and simple. If I had money to blow, everything I'd own would be E3D.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In that group, I have no problems with their products. They're all nice products, but I just can't afford half the stuff. Like the Arrows, all of those, they were just overpriced. This was the first thing I looked at when it came out and went, holy crap, I need that.
Yeah.
If you look at this, I keep saying this, and people don't get it until they really look at it. This is just an MK8. This is an old-fashioned 5-year-old design, if not longer. When did the MK8 come out? 6 years ago? 5 years ago?
Yeah.
It's an MK8. You look at it. It looks exactly like the one on here. The only difference is they made this really, really cool cooling system, which granted is way better than an MK8. The whole point of the MK8s and why I like them is because, I mean, your filament path is only 15 millimeters long. That's it.
Wow.
And that's why the MK8. You designed a good MK8. It can print flexibles all day long. I did this as flexible. I just did this on it.
Wow.
It's flexible. That's TPU.
My screen is lagging behind the audio. I gotta wait for you to show me. Okay.
Well, are you using YouTube or are you using StreamYards?
I'm using StreamYard.
Oh, the StreamYard should be right up keyed. But yeah, that's with a 0.8 nozzle.
Wow.
And it's like near perfect.
What kind of high temperature filaments do you print?
I haven't yet with this. I'm getting ready.
I'd be curious to find out what you could do.
That's the other thing. The other reason I wanted this is Snow Labs a long time ago sent me some polycarbonate to play with. And that was the only printer I had that had a all metal hot end on it. And the big long Bowden tube just doesn't work with the polycarbonates. I mean, I got it. If you look, these red parts are polycarbonate, or they're PC plus.
Yeah.
The 2 or 3 red parts are the PC plus.
See, that's the problem I have with
I was getting wobbles and.
The tool changer is all Bowden.
Yeah, I know. That's the one thing I don't like about it.
I'm waiting to see if they come out with the Hermes on as the tool changer, a tip.
It's a lot of weight to move around on that tool changer. They've got to come out, and I know they already are. I mean, they've outright said, before they even actually released it, they said, look, we know we're going to come out with a smaller motor. Just for now, this is the one we have. we're going to release it with this motor. They've already said they're going to put a pancake on this. You put a
Okay.
pancake on this, and it's going to be ultimate. It does not need this big motor. It's
Okay,
gear
yeah.
driven. It does not need this big ass motor on it, which will, if you can take a couple 100 grams off of it, or 100 grams, or whatever it is, this thing's what, 380? I kept thinking,
Is it a Bodentech extruder on the thing or what?
what's that?
What kind of extruder's on it?
What kind of extruder?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Right here.
is it what kind of gearing is it? Is it like
It's
a
the same as the
Bodentech?
Bondtech. It's almost exactly the same
It's
as the Bondtech.
Really? Okay, wasn't sure.
It basically is it's a clone of the Bondtech concept.
Okay,
It's the dual gear, all of that. It's just instead of your standard spindle coming out of this motor, that's the one thing, is this motor is the big deal. It's got a smaller pin for a spindle and a little gear pressed onto it. It's not like a clamp-on gear. And then the actual this casing right here has a bunch of bearings and stuff built into it. So all the gears are built into the actual motor casing.
okay.
If you took this thing
Cool.
apart, I'm not gonna right now, all the gears are in here.
No, I've seen pictures of the inside. I just didn't understand that it was close to a Bondtech type of gearing system.
Yeah, it's not exactly the same, but it's the same concept.
I mean, if I buy a Bondtech extruder and put it with a V6 hot end, there's still a Bowden tube between the two, right?
Well, no, yeah, but no. But
Okay,
yeah,
explain.
you have that big one. You end up, well, there is, because you end up putting a piece of tubing inside the V6
Right.
because it needs that, like beginning
Like
with the
33 millimeters, right?
You end up with a big long tool pad, and it's not a big deal. It doesn't
Okay.
hurt anything. It just makes your retractions kind of iffy. And I mean, with this, I'm surprised actually how long of a retraction, because most of my MK8s, I do like a 0.75 retraction and that's it. And half the time I don't really even need that.
Wow.
With this, I'm pushing like a 1.5, and I'm still getting some stringing on occasion. Not much, but still a little. There's no
You have any
boat. There's
problems
a
with
piece of
jamming? Is it
PTFE.
any problems with jamming
Put a
at all?
piece, Lightspeed, you got to put a piece of PTFE between the actual extruder inside the V6 head and inside the cooling block.
You do? Okay.
You need that like 1.5 inch long piece of Bowden tube. Or
Okay.
PTFE tube. It's not really.
That takes it down to the throat.
Yeah, it just puts it inside. They're designed to have that inside the cooling.
Okay. Okay.
Right, exactly. There's a tube inside the heatsink.
Yeah.
And it
Just
goes
like the
from
V6
contact all the way down.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
The Bondtech inside of it will have a little plastic. It's not PTFE, but there's a little plastic cone in there that you have to put in the Bondtech to keep the, extruder, the filament pass straight to the extruder gears.
Okay.
So, you end up with a 2 or 3 inch long tool,
Okay.
filament path. Well, this thing's literally less than 1 inch long, from the drive gears to here, and maybe 1 inch, 1.25 inches long. That's it. The V6 is more than that. You know what I mean? The V6 is
Yeah. Well, when they come out with the
No,
tool
it's
kit
not. You're right.
with
It's
all
not
with
both.
all Hermes tool heads, then I'll buy it.
Yeah, that
Because I
will.
wouldn't.
Although it's not. I mean, you buy a V6 and all the stuff, you're damn close to the price of that thing.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
quite. Probably be $80-$90, not $120. So you probably add probably another $100 to the tool changer. I mean, you could just do it yourself. You could order the tool changer, get it without hot ends, and just order these and bolt them on. I just don't know.
Yeah, but like you said, I'm not sure if the weight of the gantry could take it.
Yeah. It's not really much different than this. It's still a Core XY. This moves it no problem. I am not printing at 100 millimeters a second anymore. I'm printing more at 60, 70.
Okay.
Even still, that's fine. And I'm printing with a 0.8 nozzle, which makes it, literally almost twice as fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, again, this is a 0.8 nozzle.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. The piece that you showed me was a 0.8 nozzle.
This is printed with a 0.8 nozzle.
Wow.
Look how clean that is.
Yeah, that is clean.
There's no like major layer line. Gone now. Fell down into the big pit.
Hey, that's what happens
yeah.
when we all get older. And what is it about our fingers? We can't hold on to things.
It's called getting old and fat. That's what it is for me, anyways. I'm just old, and my fingers have gotten
I honestly
fat with
think
me.
I think you get numb. You know?
Yeah, well, I've just gotten old and fat. I got little stubby fat fingers now. I used to be all skinny, and now I'm all fat.
What did you used to do for a living?
What did I used to do for a living? I was a builder. I was a carpenter.
Wow. So you've always enjoyed
nails and a hammer. I won't drop them, but anything tiny,
Oh yeah.
Little screws. I'm like, okay, that's what I got these for. I can't even pick them up with my fingers. Don't even try. I just grab a kneading loads and pick up little screws and stuff.
I finally broke down and bought myself a little microscope, so I can look at parts better, easier.
I want to get who did it? I think Teaching Tech did the little microscoping camera hooked up to the Octoprint Pi. So you can do
yes, yeah. In fact, I'm going to try that. I bought one of those endoscopes to try it.
Yeah, endoscope. That's what it's called. I want to try that really badly.
You gotta make sure you buy the 5.5 millimeter size, and make sure you get it for an Android phone, because it has to run off the Raspberry Pi, the Octoprint.
Most of them are any phone now. They'll run off Android or iPhone or.
Well, the iPhone ones, you have to have a wireless connection. Don't ask me why. So I went ahead and bought myself an endoscope for my iPhone and for the printer, and I tried to use it to look at some inside of some nuts, for my lead screw, to see how well the machining was done. Couldn't get in there to see or focus it. It was 1080p, on the video. And then I bought this stand, a microscope, just basically it sits on a stand, and I can actually see inside the nut with that kind of a configuration.
Dude.
Huh?
No, he's Lightspeed. I don't know if you know who he is. I'm always BSing with him.
Who?
Put the Mosquito on it, because the Mosquito's got the regular V6 adapter for it, so you can put a Mosquito on it, and Bondtags are easy.
Yeah, I thought about that. Have you ever used the Zesty Nimble? Have you ever used the Zesty Nimble?
No, that's another thing I can't afford. I'm not big on them. See, people don't realize in construction we use those flex drives all the time, and the ones I use are multiple $100, heavy duty, serious bearings and stuff to drive 4-inch bolts and screws with when you can't get into places, and they just don't last. I mean, granted, I'm driving a 4, 6, 10-inch lag bolt into a stud with it, or into a big board or a beam or something with it. So granted, it's taking a lot more torque than it is just pushing filament through, but they just they're sloppy. I don't see how they could be making that thing not sloppy. I mean, they're beautiful when you first buy them, but you put a couple 100 hours on it, and they just wear out. I mean, you've got too much.
I didn't think about that.
Contact in anything that flexes like that.
Right.
How long have you?
Well, I thought I'd try it. I was going to put it on my Ender 3 to take, because I don't want to put a heavy motor on that gantry. So I thought I'd try it.
Oh, that thing can handle a heavy motor with no problem. An Ender 3? No problem. You could plop one of these on an Ender 3 with no problem. Okay. Those motors are oversized on that thing. The only issue I see with this on an Ender 3 is where it doesn't have the dual lead screws. As you get to the far end, you might start sagging the.
What if I put a dual lead screw on it through a timing belt? Would that
you don't even have enough for less? You can buy the kit. TH3D has a kit. Just put a second.
Yeah, I know. That's the one I bought.
Just put that on there. If you have the dual lead screws, it won't matter.
Okay.
Go back and forth.
I wasn't sure.
The other is carrying the weight.
Can you answer a question for me about lead screws? If I had 2 lead screws,
yeah,
Is it possible? I mean, I'm looking at, why wouldn't I want to put in 2 Z motors also?
That's what I'm talking about. You want 2 Z motors.
Even with a timing belt?
Oh, no. I mean, I only have one on this. This only runs one.
I mean, you could do it 2 ways, right? You could do it with 1 motor and a timing belt.
You're actually more accurate with 1 motor and a timing belt if the motor is strong enough to carry it. You've got to be able to carry
And
it.
if is the standard motor strong enough to do that?
Yeah, it carries the weight now. It's just doing it on one side.
Yeah, but to turn another lead screw too?
Yeah, turning the other lead screw doesn't do anything to it. It's almost non-existent pressure. It should actually
Okay, so
almost
what are the
easier 'cause
disadvantages?
it's
I
not
have
trying to
another
twist.
motor.
Huh?
I have another motor. What are the disadvantages of using 2 motors?
They can get out of time. So one could start
Then the
spinning.
next question would be is, why can't I use the timing belt to help with that?
You can. It's just you don't want to do it at top. You want to do it on the bottom, which then it gets in the way of the bed.
Oh, I see. So that's how people usually do it. If they use 2 Z motors, they use a timing belt on the bottom to keep them in
Yeah,
the
I
same
don't have.
quality.
Most of them don't use a timing belt. They just have 2 Z motors and you deal with it. So like you
Right.
can't really see it because of the way it's split screen right now. But like this one, this has 2 motors. This is an old one of the first one with 2 motors. The problem, it works beautiful right until I shut it off. And the motor homes just before it shuts off. So it goes over to the left side of the X gantry. And then I shut it off. And because the weight is over there, when I shut it off, the left side droops. Because the weight's there, the motors kick out and it'll slowly spin out because the weight is driving down the lead screw. So
and what lead screw?
Almost every time I fire it up, I got to re-level my X gantry.
Let me ask you another question then. The lead screw that you got on it is probably a TR8 with an 8mm lead, right?
Yeah, it's a standard. Yeah.
Right. What if you switch the lead screw to a TR8 with a 2mm screw? One start.
Yeah, you can do that. I found the biggest answer is to use the Delrin nuts instead of the brass nuts.
Yeah.
They don't flop
even
as
on
much.
the 8mm lead.
Yeah, you can get them now. Bunches of Xyltech, whatever, they sell them now. Actually, they're the first one. I got mine before they became popular from them. They cut them for me. Back then, they cost me $20 a piece. Now you can get both of them for like $4 or $5.
Yeah, but that.
Yeah, I'm one of the first ones to ever do it. Mine are big too. They were actually made for CNC machines.
Oh wow, yeah. But the Delrin, the palm nut that you're using is circular. It's not for an Ender 3 because the screw holes on those nuts are different for an Ender 3.
Yeah, but they'll still match up. You can get 2 of them to line up. The Delrin nuts they won't slide down when the power cuts. They'll stay in place. They're actually
so that means then that way you keep your Z-axis. So that means your Z-axis won't go out of tilter then, right?
Not as often. It still does, but never. Like once or twice a month, I'll check it. Probably half the time it's actually out, and even then, if it's out, it's like usually I notice it because I have mine set up so when the print starts, I have it do like a little prime line, make sure the filament's all loaded and nothing's jammed and everything. And if that prime line is too tight, I'll know right away if it's sagging because it'll be too thin and like bulging out of the nozzle, and I'll just kill it right then and there because I know it's sagged and that prime line is kind of pushed out and all squished. Or if it comes out at all, if it lowers too much, it'll just hit the bed.
What do you print it on the far end of the arm?
I put it
not close to the motor.
What?
The purge line. You print it farther on the other.
I print it down the left side of the bed.
Is that where your Z-axis is or lead screw is?
Well, it's on the other
how you I don't understand how you could see a sag from that then.
Because if it sags, okay, the motor's on my left side.
Right, and you're putting your purge down
motor's on my
left side
over here. Okay.
Oh, and
when it homes, that's the one that sags.
Oh yeah.
So it starts and it starts doing that prime line. Sometimes I've had it just drag down the bed, and I instantly know that the motor sagged because now it's hitting the bed.
Because you home at the end of your print.
Right.
Right. and it always ends up on the left side, and that's the side that gave you the problem.
Correct.
I got you. I follow you. Okay.
At
Okay.
the end of all my prints, my nozzle homes, the nozzle and the bed home.
See, I'm trying to decide whether which method is better, to use 2 motors on the Z-axis, put them in series,
I don't.
with one
the
driver,
belt
because you
is
only have
better
one
method.
Z-axis.
I have a single motor on this Core XY running that massive bed with no problems. Now it's bigger than a standard NEMA 17. It is a NEMA 17, but it's a really big one.
Yeah, yeah.
A 50 millimeter tall, massive power.
Yeah, those big ones, yeah.
It's not the normal 40-inch. It's a 50-inch tall, so it's got a little more torque and power to it.
Okay.
Running to the belts. A belt is always going to stay more accurate, generally, unless something mechanically goes wrong. The 2 motors is going to have more power. It's going to have more.
Do you know if the TH3D timing belt that they use, if it's the, what is it, the good
Got to
belt?
go across the top. Which I'm
Yeah,
not-
but the maker, who makes the good belt timing belts? I can't remember the name.
Belt.
Yeah. Is it that kind of a belt?
I have no idea. I mean, the TH3D system is not a bad idea. My only problem is you got to make sure everything, not only do your lead screws not be able to wobble, because you're mounting the top of the lead screw. I don't know if you know the issue with mounting the top of the lead screw. If your lead screw wobbles, if they're bent,
Yeah.
it's actually okay, is because what's holding the whole gantry in place is the frame structure. The screws are all they're doing is lifting. So if they wobble, it's not a big deal until you mount the top of them. Then if it's bent, the whole gantry has to wobble back and forth because the lead screw can't anymore. So
Right.
not only do they have to be not bent, but they have to be perfectly parallel, because if they're coned in or coned out at all,
Right.
you'll
I got you.
too.
Right, right. And
So
well,
has
the best
to be
thing to do is make sure your lead screws are
So-
straight and make sure they're mounted straight.
Yeah, everything has to be not just straight, but square. It
Yeah,
has to be
square.
perfectly
Yeah.
square. Then the top belt thing doesn't matter. If everything's perfectly straight and perfectly square, the top belt, bottom belt, it don't matter. The problem is 99% of the time, stuff is not going to be perfectly straight or square.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty good at making things square, so. And I've already checked I haven't got my lead screws yet. I'm waiting on them. But I'm going to the 2 millimeter lead, not the 8 millimeter lead. I don't know why. It just makes more sense to me. That way I get more accuracy in the Z-axis.
Yeah, no.
And I know people say you're not going to really see it, but I
not that you
like
won't.
it.
Not that you won't see it. I think, if I remember the math, I think it needs to apply more torque. So it takes torque away from the motor, if I remember correctly. I can't remember.
Okay. But
It's
these
just-
should handle it, right?
I do not have 16/16/2s or 20/20s. Most of them are 16 or 22 belts. I actually have a 16 on the motor, and then I have a 32 on my both lead screws.
Oh,
It's
now let me
most
ask a
work.
question. I never thought about that. Do I need to change the number of teeth on the
No,
pulleys?
no.
Idle pulleys if I have a different lead
You
screw?
have to do all the firmware, gearing, and everything. I
Well, I
did it.
know about changing the firmware
I have the big
for
motor.
the pitch, but I was worried about the timing belt. Do I need to change that at all?
Nope. No, as long as you get the G2 everything's.
Okay. Okay, because I was planning on using the one from PH3D and swap out the.
You're not overpowering anything, as far as I can think, anyways. I mean, somebody else might know better, but
And I'm changing out the motherboard too when I do it. I bought the TH3D Easy Board light.
Yeah. that thing's kind of expensive.
It has the better.
Really nice from what I've seen.
Yeah, it is.
And I mean,
It'll do what I want to do. I put in a hot end on it. I want to print higher materials on it. And I'm putting linear rails on the ender, believe it or not. By the time I get done, the only thing that's going to be left are the extrusions. That's the only thing I bought with the machine.
there's almost nothing left of my Max Micron. Original Max Micron. The original.
I like making mods, you know.
There's literally nothing else left. The lead screws I've replaced. The rods, polished rods I've replaced. Motors are all replaced. Most of them. There's like one motor left. It's original. It's all 24 volt now. Oh, and the LCD screen's original.
What do you think about changing out the motor on the extruder side to be a 0.9 degree?
Nope.
Instead of 1.8.
I did that. It's a waste. You're better off.
It's a waste.
Especially, yeah. You lose too much torque.
Okay, can I ask why?
Skipping all the time. I either overheated it all the time, getting it to apply enough torque, or it would just skip all the time.
It would skip all the time?
Yeah. You're better off just leaving.
What extruder were you using at the time? The stock one?
An MK8, yeah. Direct drive MK8.
I went with CMC's EZR extruder.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Well, that's geared, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, 0.9 then, because you already have it geared.
Yeah, I know.
So it's not doing anything. All you're doing is losing torque at that point.
Okay.
The 0.9s are, you lose too much torque in them. There's just no need for them. There's other ways you can do this thing and leave the 1.8. You can change your pulley count and get the same effect. Save money because the 0.9s are usually more expensive for the same thing. They're lower torque, lower amps. I went through all that. This thing was all 0.9s. And I switched them all back to 1.8s.
Because they had lower torque.
They had lower torque. And to get the same torque and get the same power and everything, come to find out, was like almost twice the money. And again, this was like 3 years ago when I started designing this. So
I'll go back and look at the specs on it. I didn't really pay attention to the torque.
I didn't either until I got roped into it.
Okay.
I ended up getting the motors away because I couldn't even use them.
So why do they sell them then?
The easy extruder here, I thought the easy extruder has one kick down. I thought the easy extruder had a gear now.
Yeah.
Michael's back.
Maybe I should go with
Michael's back.
Really nice t-shirt, dude.
Yeah.
He's back.
Anyone wants one.
Yeah, you can.
One of these. 3D printing llama at teespring.com, and you can get that one or this one in multiples of colors.
Yeah. I have multiples of colors of this.
That orange is just, dude.
Yeah, that one's eye-searing orange.
I gotta say, I am really impressed with the print quality of these two. I mean, like this. I've watched this probably 50 times now, and it's starting to do the print crackly. You know, you can start seeing the actual T-shirt through some of especially the big purple area right here.
Right.
You'd see it even on the video. You can see the blue starting to pop through, but they ain't expensive.
Yeah.
After I make my $4.
Yeah.
I don't hide it. I make $4 off every T-shirt. It goes toward my father's home care.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I bought 20 of them.
Yeah, I think you have. I think you've bought more than everybody else put together.
And I even have one that's purple with nothing on it.
You know what's funny is that's the same color as this one, and yet mine looks blue.
Yeah.
Mine's the same color. It's that purple.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was blue.
Y'all match.
It's just the camera tone. This is red. You know, the maroon color of my logo.
Yeah.
You'll see it. And it's darn close to the exact maroon color, too.
Right.
And that looks purple. That looks like the same color as your T-shirt.
The same as my T-shirt, yeah.
And it's actually not. It's red, and this is purple.
His backplate is purple, too.
Huh?
For the moment.
Yeah.
It's blue now.
Yeah,
changes.
Kind of a red. One of these days I'll learn how to do that myself.
Oh, no, this one was easy. That light strip is the one that came in one of my Alien 3D boxes. Remember the kit that he sent out for lithophanes? He sent out the lithophane kit in the box. I never did make the lithophane, but I thought, hey, there's a useful little LED strip. So I put it under that shelf.
Oh, from the Alien box.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't afford Alien boxes. I'd like to support Josh more. I did get this one from Alien 3D. This is the one I want. And the guy went to order it, and he's like, "Oh, you got to wait a week because printed solids out of them." I said, "Well, get it from Alien 3D." He goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "Alien 3D has them in stock." He's like, he's like, "Dude, I'm just gonna send you money. Get it wherever you want." I'm like, all right. So I ordered.
Where's Alien 3D? Are they in the States?
Yeah, it's in Florida. It's Josh.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I know
Josh. Yeah.
He's a good dude. But the guy got back to me after I ordered it, and he looked up Alien 3D, and he goes, "Oh, he's a veteran. Get it from him because I like veterans. I guess he's in the military."
Yeah.
Yeah, great. That's where I ordered it from.
Yeah, you don't have an Alien 3D subscription?
Nope.
Oh. Huh? Well,
Not yet.
There's an Alien 3D box, like Maker Box.
Yeah, it does filament samples, and you get, what is it? You get
I kinda like it better.
4 filament samples every month. You get project to do every month, and also swag and discount codes, and also
Oh, I'll have to check
I should
it out.
yeah. And also every month you get one 3D printing accessory as well.
What is it?
He's
At
just like the Maker Box.
alien3d.com?
Very similar.
Yeah,
But
if you go to one of my videos, down in the description at the bottom,
Okay.
there's a discount code in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you
I'll
can
check it out.
off the first order.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Josh is awesome. I mean, the Maker Box is cool too. I just like how Josh personalizes it with the project and everything. If I could afford one or the other, I'd probably go with the Alien Box.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a hard decision. I almost like to get one of each, every other
Well,
month.
I do the Alien 3D box, and I also do the Profi Filament 1 Profi.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't mind doing the
And the reason why I like the Profi is because you get two samples every month, but it's not just 20 meter samples. It's a full kilogram.
Yeah.
2 full kilograms. And it's like
that's what I want to do. I almost
I think that's like $30 a month, and so that makes it well worth it because you're getting 2 full kilograms of filament, and it's not just their bottom shelf stuff; it's some of their unreleased stuff too.
Yeah, some of their testing crap.
Plus your printing accessory, plus the codes and discount codes.
It's a hard decision. Even there's a couple of like little no-name ones. Someone that sends you a little sample spool that's cut out of plywood.
Oh yeah. Your first one, you get the
they look cool.
Yeah.
I want to say Printed Solid, but that's Maker Box now. What's the other filament company that's doing it now? And you get a whole spool. You get 2 spools.
Can't think of who it is.
Oh crap!
Because I have.
I can't remember the names. They sponsored me a bunch of times when I was first started out on the Friendly 3D printing group. I can't believe I can't remember the name of them. I got a bunch of their filament too. I haven't used it in a while. Now I'm gonna have to look.
Well, anymore.
Mondo Box. That's the one.
We're still here. You still there?
Here, I was looking up on YouTube on my phone at the same time.
I'm gonna look.
Well, if you're looking for mine on YouTube, you might be hard pressed to find it because when you look for Michael Fox, you get a lot more than just me. Let me see. I'll put a.
What is that? I got a bunch of their filament. Push Plastics.
Push Plastics. Yeah.
They have a subscription box now too. Where you get full rolls.
Yeah.
I think you get 2 full rolls for $29 a month. And actually, I think they've gone to bi-monthly. You pay $29 every other month, and they send you out 2 full rolls every other month. There's Vikings. I knew he'd show up. Hey, Techie Dad. I didn't even know you're in here. I haven't really been watching chat. What's going on in chat? Mr. Buttram, Easy Scooter, blah, blah, blah. Vince, I think there's a project they use the majority of the project parts from the boxes to make one cool project. Yeah. The Vince cool. I make them for Christmas presents. Yep. The pains are cool. Should be. I'm kind of lost. Alien 3D. That's good filaments from the profile. Says they're coming in handy a few times. Sure. Mondo Box. Home again. Push Plastics is literally a 10-minute drive from my place. Well, Techie Dad, you should be going there. I actually like Push Plastics filament. I don't know why I stopped buying it. Oh, because I stopped buying filament altogether. I love they have a lavender that is always on sale, and it's always $20 a roll, $19.99, and it is awesome. I just like that. It's kind of a not pink.
There you go. There's a link to my channel.
I really, really like their filament generally. And I bought quite a bit of it back in the day.
I actually don't think I've tried Push Plastics, but
You should.
yeah.
Do the subscription box for a month, because then it's worth it, because you're only paying $15 a roll.
Yeah. Well, and that's why I did the profile is, just for getting 2 rolls of filaments, $30, it's cheap.
I would love some OOP spools. I want some OOP spools. I like the OOP spools. I really wish that people would sell more, multicolors, color switching, crappy ones, where who knows what you're going to get, but who cares? What's up, Viking? You want to jump in? Come on in, Viking. It's got to be freaking late where you are.
It's next year where he's at.
Yeah, it's late too. He's 6 hours ahead of me, so it's like 5 in the morning. It's after 11.
Yeah.
Might actually make it to midnight.
Oh,
yeah.
awesome.
Anybody that wants to jump in?
What was her name again? Because it wasn't showing up on my screen.
Yep. Gadget Angel. Device not connected. No, she's back again.
She's back.
And my mic went out.
Did you?
Sorry about that.
Did you?
Get that little camera.
I put a link to my channel there in the chat. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did, and I was trying
Okay.
to go to it to subscribe to your channel, and the phone kind of died on me. Apparently, it can't handle it.
Yeah, on any of my Alien 3D unboxing videos, there's a discount code at the bottom that you can use.
Oh, my Corgis.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
I'll check it out. Thanks for that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and thanks for the subscribe too.
Oh, no problem.
I'm trying to get to my 100. I still haven't gotten my 100 yet.
I haven't gotten my 1.
Yeah, well, I'll subscribe to you. Just
No, I don't want to do videos. I want to learn.
yeah.
I just like talking to people late at night. I'm a night owl.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I am. But this is actually right. This is my 1-year anniversary in 3D printing / YouTubing. So a year ago.
See, I started like in July of this year.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I still have my
and
first printer, and it's in the closet, but technically it still works, but I don't use it because basically it's an ANET A8.
Oh, wow.
With a wooden frame.
Wow.
So, and that was my first printer that I got a year ago. And like I said, yeah, you can tell I've caught the bug.
Well, I think that happens a lot.
Yeah.
I think it's an addiction. A lot of people who own one printer have more than one.
Yep. Most everybody I know has more than one.
My goal is to only own two. Two.
Oh, boy.
That's the only amount of room I have.
Well, and see, that's why the Woody is in the closet, because like
Not touching that.
I've got 4 here.
He's talking about his Woody.
Well, you know who started that, don't you? Mike Wild.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Alcohol, the most expensive thing you'll ever borrow.
Yeah, Mike Wiley's is the one that started calling that the Woody, because I was working on that when I was on the streams with him. So,
well, that's how they used to make them, right?
See you coming here.
yeah.
I got to pay attention more to chat.
Well, and whenever I got that, see, I ordered that through Amazon.
Okay.
I got that one. And the vendor who sent it to me, they took like 2 months to finally get it to me. And when they got it to me, what I ordered was one with an acrylic frame. And they sent that to me. And I'm like, this is not what I ordered. This is not what I wanted. I have no interest in having a flammable printer made out of flammable materials.
I never thought of it that way, but it is flammable.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
the most notorious for bursting into flames. So let's make it out of wood.
3D printer from Amazon, and I got my first 3D printer from Amazon.
Yeah. But whenever I told him that, I said, no, I don't want this. I'll send me a label and I'll send it back to you. And they said, no, just keep it. We'll refund your money. So they didn't even want it back.
No. Cost them more money to ship it around than it is to make it better.
So basically it was a free printer.
Yeah, but basically did you reduce it down to parts and use some of the parts?
That's why it's in the closet. That's its plan. I was going to take the parts and use it to make a MuleBot.
MuleBot.
What's a MuleBot?
MuleBot is 99% 3D printed printer.
Really?
Yeah. Rails are all 3D printed. The lead screws, everything.
It's like that other one's name.
How well does it print?
Well, the guy who actually designed the MuleBot, his works pretty good. But even the rails are they're like linear rails, but it's all 3D printed. And
what kind of material does he use? PC, polycarbonate?
No, he did it all in PLA.
Oh my god!
PLA is actually underrated.
Snappy is the first fully 3D printed 3D printer.
What?
The Snappy was the first.
Yeah, the Snappy was Yeah, Chris did a Snappy. I don't know how that ever turned out for him. I saw he
well.
Well,
he got it to work.
And then he printed a Snappy off of his Snappy.
He was planning on it. I don't think he ever actually did it.
Yeah, I think that was the one that flamed out.
I think he burnt out on printing the Snappy with the Snappy. I know he started it.
Yeah.
But I don't think he ever finished.
They called it a Snappy.
Yeah, it's a 3D print. It's a snap together. You snap it all together. It's a 3D printed 3D printer. All I can think of, I would have called it the London Bridge because it looks like the London Bridge.
Yeah. Yeah. It did look kind of weird that way.
Interesting.
Oh, he's still working at it? Last I heard, he'd kind of given up on it. Got involved with other stuff. I think he's going to cheat and use the tool changer to finish it.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? I haven't seen you.
Well, after what he paid for that dang tool changer, I'm not surprised because it apparently did not set in his basement very long before he started working on it.
Yeah, and he's got he's probably still got a dozen printers still in a box sitting there. And that puppy.
No, actually,
He does. He
Ago.
says he does it.
Yeah.
This was the last printer he's got to put together. That's
Oh,
what he said.
last I knew he had like a dozen.
yeah, he did have a dozen or so of them, but he said he's actually caught up, and that was the last one.
Really?
Yeah. Because I know that, what was that? Was some Creality that he was working on. He said that one had been sitting on his floor for about a year before he actually put it together.
Well,
Oh, he did before that.
Yeah.
He's got given a few printers, but a lot of his he just outright buys himself.
Yeah. Well, it's the same with me. That bear kit's laying down there. It's been there since I built the other bear because I got 2 kits at the same time.
I would have freaking slapped them things together in no time flat.
Well,
The bear,
I learned from the first bear. So
What's bear kit? I've never heard of that one.
it's a better frame for the Prusias.
yeah, it's all 2020 extrusions and basically, and it's initially designed for an upgrade. In other words, you take your Prusa apart and use the parts on the bear frame to increase the stability of it. But I'm like everybody else who's done a lot of the bear stuff. I just see absolutely no reason to tear apart a fully functional, perfectly operating printer. So I basically got the frames, and then I just did all the sourcing of all the parts myself, off the shelf to myself. So basically, that's why I called it a bear build.
The answer to this is I get it printing perfectly, so it's time to fix it.
Yeah.
That's what this printer is. This is
What is that, Vinny?
This is my.
Is
every
that-
time I get it running great, I gotta fix it.
That's
Time
not,
to modify it.
that's not the Frown King, is it?
No, Frown
Oh.
King's back here.
Uh,
That's my original Max Micron,
yeah.
which nobody even knows what the hell Max Micron is. That's how old that is. Max Micron was a sub of Hicktop. They were the original folding. They have, and you can still buy it if you search. They have a suitcase folding printer that is basically this exact same printer,
Right.
gantry that folds down. It's on a hinge.
And I think I saw that. Didn't somebody do a video on that at either Murph or Irf?
Oh, maybe. There's some people have redesigned it or similar design, but that was the first because it was only like $20 more, and I was almost thought about it, but you lost a lot of X and Z build space.
Right.
Because this was big when I bought it. It was big at 190, 190, 170.
Right.
That was big back then. And it was
Yeah, Adam, you're right. It was the SK Go kit he was working on. I was looking
Yeah,
at some
I
of the
wanna-
comments. Yeah.
I want to try that. That's the one that really interests me is the SK Go. You watch
Yeah, but the problem is he gives you one of those clone hot ends, V6 hot ends that isn't a full metal hot end.
I don't want a full metal hot end in most cases. I prefer a lined hot end for printing PLA. If you're printing
for printing PLA,
yes, you want an all metal hot end. But if you're printing PLA, generally, exception to the rule, I would rather have a lined hot end.
Yeah, because then you have less issues with jamming.
Yep. Especially with a Bowden tube. If you got a Bowden and you're printing PLA, you're almost always better off having a lined hot end. Because if you have to extrude farther than your cold zone, you're extruding into the PTFE tube and it won't jam.
Yeah.
Much harder. It's almost impossible to get a jam in a PTFE lined hot end.
Well,
unless you've overheated the PTFE and it's, curled. Then
I'm hoping I just put my V6 hot end together last night, and I sprayed it down with some dry PTFE lubricant. Is that what it DuPont's? Yep. I'm hoping that'll help with some of that until it gets seasoned.
I tried that. It didn't do a damn thing.
It didn't do a damn thing.
I had a V6 on this with the true E3D V6 heat break on it, and I took it out and put a lined one in for my PLA. When I printed PC or polycarbonates or PETG, yes, I put the all metal hot end back on. But anytime
gotcha.
with PLA, it was a line hot end.
Can you get a line hot end for a V6 now?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Where
The
do you
V6
buy
Lite
them?
is a line hot end. They sell their own V6 Lite. It's a line hot end. It's made.
Oh, okay.
it's
So I could
made
get it from
PLA.
them. Okay.
And if you're not afraid of clones,
Yeah,
Gulf Coast,
Coast.
Gulf Coast Robotics,
Oh,
In
I
fact,
like
Yeah,
Gold Coast.
that's actually
Gulf Coast Robotics does a great clone for the V6. In fact, that's what my Bear has in it is a V6 clone.
what I had on this before I got.
And how much does Gulf Coast charge for that?
Oh, it's cheap. I can't remember. It's like
I think they're actually not cheap for a clone. I mean, I've seen clones that are under.
yeah,
$10.
they're a higher
They're like
price
$25
clone, but they're nowhere close to what the V6 cost.
Yeah.
Like
And they're
half
good
of what
quality.
V6
They're
cost.
not like the Chinese ultra cheapos.
Yeah.
Not
They're
the $5 ones, right?
Quality.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, it's I can't remember. It's been almost a year since I bought the last one, but well, let's see, I got one on both the Bear and also on that Delta right there. I just got the V6 clone from Gulf Coast.
Do you like working on
Wildtech has a $20
I
clone.
hate that Delta.
Everybody I talk to doesn't like a Delta. Why did anybody buy one?
Well,
Cool.
the Delta concept is cool and all of that, and it's not necessarily the Delta that I hate. It's that Delta that I hate.
Why? What Delta is that?
That's the HE3D K280.
Zeltek's got $20 clones. I didn't know that. I'll have to check them out.
Oh, he 3D. I haven't seen or heard of them. I heard that was one of those halfway decent ones.
Well, and usually
And Triangle Labs.
Triangle Labs is the king of clones. If you're going to buy a clone and you can get a Triangle Labs, they are the king of clone. They really
So
are.
they
They
did it
build
pretty good, huh?
clone crap. I'm kind of not a big fan of them because that's all they do is clone.
Yeah.
Although their clone of the Mosquito actually looks pretty nice because it's not actually a clone of the Mosquito. It's actually a clone of the Prometheus or whatever, which is a clone of the Mosquito, but different.
Wow. Okay, I'll have to check that out because if I have trouble printing, I'll go get myself a PTFE line throat for the V6 then. So that's always good to
You
know.
can get those anywhere. You don't even spend money on them.
Well,
like
you know what I
$2
did? I'm doing all the electronics on the hot end. My ender's not going to have. I'll be able to take the hot end off and replace it. I have a micro Swiss also, so if I end up with problems, I can just swap out the hot end.
Yeah. The thing is, if you do get a cloned V6 with the PTFE liner, spend the $7. Go to Capricorn and get there. They have a specific 3mm exterior diameter heat break.
hey, Techie Dad, K280.
Made strictly for going in that heat break. It's not 0.4, it's 0.3, and it's made for going in the heat break. And
Really?
Yeah, and that'll last you 250 degrees with no problem. That's what
Do
I
you
learned.
have what? I mean, I need a URL for that. Do you have a
Just
URL
go to
for that?
Capricorn and put in heat break tube, and you get
It's not the
you
XLS
get a lifetime
version of
supply.
Capricorn,
You get like 9 or 10 inches for $7.
Is it the XL? Are you talking about the blue hard Capricorn tube?
Yeah, but it's 3mm, not 4mm. It's
Okay,
still 2mm
I'll find it.
interior,
I
but it's
didn't realize the
3mm
outer. So
exterior.
you're saying the outer diameter is 3mm?
Correct.
Okay.
Most lined heat breaks use a 3mm tube, not a 4mm tube.
Okay.
Most, not all. Most.
Yeah, I know. What is Mr. Bertram? Is that how you say his name? He
Yeah,
says
Bertram.
TH3D has clone hot ends. I know that. I'm
Yeah,
a fan
actually,
of
the
that,
2 3D ones I hear are pretty good. I've never tried one. I've got a Gulf Coast one. I've gotten a couple Chinese ones that I literally threw away. I mean, they were really, really bad, even for clones. The Gulf Coast one I used, it was good. It was good quality. I got it with an all metal hot end. I replaced it. I got it with an all. But actually, they sent it. The Gulf Coast one, you can get one, and it'll come with 3 or 4 heat breaks. And it'll come with like 2
Yeah.
all metal or 2 lined, or I don't remember exactly what the combination was. But you get a couple 3 heat breaks and a couple 3 nozzles. It's like $30.
Michael, you must really like the Prusa printers.
Yeah, I'm a Prusa fanboy.
Yeah, he is. They're not a
Did
bad
you go-
design.
What options did you get on it?
Say that again.
What options did you buy on them?
Not really many options.
Yeah,
for
there's
Prusa.
Options either Prusa or not a Prusa.
Prusa or Prusa
But I
clone.
thought that,
That's about the only
you could-
option.
there's no options to buy on those units. It's either you just get it or you
The only one that they option
Or
change.
fully built.
Yeah, the mini does have where you can have different options.
don't. That's
Yeah.
what I wanted to ask you. Are you going to get a mini?
Nope.
No, why not?
Don't like the
It's so
gantry design
cute.
of any of that. Plus, I'm not a big, huge fan of Bowden feeds, and that's what that one is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because on those units you have, they're all direct drive, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Well, yeah, mine are direct drive. The only non-direct drive is that Delta. Everything else is direct drive.
Yeah, everyone loves
Wow.
Triangle Labs. Triangle Labs is a really good clone maker. They are a quality clone maker. For sure.
Yeah. But like I said, I'm not a big fan. I'm hoping that at some point in the near, not too distant future, that Prusa will come out with a Core XY. Because
They already said he was.
that. Yeah, I've seen.
Oh, are they really?
Well, I've heard
Are they
rumors
trying-
of it, and I'm hoping that maybe he's saving that for Murph.
He openly said it when he released the Mini.
Yeah.
The next one will be a large format Core XY.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm wanting to go.
Hinting 500 plus millimeter print size. He didn't
Really?
say that.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah, and it's probably going to be
300 by
pricey, but
300 by 300. 300
That,
cube
that
is
could
all
be
I care about.
500 if I set it up that way. The frame can handle it. Well, 490 is what I got it.
Who
So
owns a Veron version 2.1? What is it? 1.2 or 2.1? Some Kit says they'll stick with the Veron.
I don't even
Is
know.
that how you pronounce
Why
it?
have I heard of Veron, but I can't think of what.
It's a really high build. I was looking at it today. It's also you have to basically. It's not a kit. You get the build of materials and you outsource it yourself and build it yourself.
It's a kit that you build. You kit yourself.
Well, they don't sell it as a kit,
Yeah, they just sell the plans.
right?
yeah. Well, and see, that's also another reason why I don't like the Mini, because it's like, 75% already built. I will never ever
Wow.
I will never ever buy a printer that is shipped any partially assembled. I want to put it all together completely myself.
Yeah, that's half the fun.
That's the big
Yeah.
reason why I never jumped on the Creality bandwagon, because all of their stuff is mostly built.
I would rather build it.
Yeah. Then you know it.
Kit, what I don't understand is why would you buy the Veron 2.1 when you could get a rail core and upgrade it with a tool changer later if you wanted to?
Josh calls them a fail core. That's
Really? Why?
A lot of people are actually complaining about the
he
rail
actually has had ever since because he was selling the rail cores. He was actually selling them, and he was one of his first customers, and he's had nothing but trouble with it ever since.
Really?
It is Josh. You got to remember you're talking
Yeah,
about.
that's true, but
There is not a printer that boy has not owned that has not been screwed up, broken.
yeah, he does admit freely and openly that if you want to give it a real torture test, he will torture test it because he breaks everything.
He breaks everything. He's worse
Has
than-
anybody else complained about rail core? I mean,
I've actually heard a few
X,
complaints about it.
Yeah.
XRL 30,
They've
300.
kind of gone
300.
away since Phyllis Struder started taking over. Because Phyllis Struder, I think, not to say for sure, because I don't know, I never had one. I'm just going by rumors, but I heard Red was not great at customer service.
Over at Philistruder?
Phyllis Struder bought it. They're doing it now. It was, what was it, One Red or Red One or whatever it was.
Mr. Brutram says Railcore isn't bad. The owners are bad.
Yeah. You got to build. I mean, that's a true kit. And I have a feeling a lot of people, when they buy that kind of a unit, don't understand what goes into truly building one from scratch. I mean, a Railcore is a build from scratch unless you buy it pre-built, which, from what I understand, most people didn't.
It's a kit. It's a kit, right?
Yeah.
And you put it together.
Perfect red. You could buy it built, but it was ridiculously expensive, and no one did it. My other option that I think is a very viable one is Zealtech, whatever you call them.
Yeah, Zealtech.
Frame kits. So you can buy a frame for pretty much anything in any stage. You could buy just the aluminum extrusions and the mounts. You can buy it with a board. You can buy it with a hot end. You can buy it without this, with that. They have like everything in stages. I think that's one of the best options. Is you can buy the frame and they're reasonable. They're like $200 or $300 for this without any electronics. The whole frame.
Who does this? Who does this?
Zealtech.
Zealtech, really? Okay.
Yeah. They have a whole line of kits and kit grades. If I were going to sell printers, I was actually thinking of doing it, and then they came out with it. I was in talks with a couple of people of, hey, why don't we sell a kit, like this. When I was designing this, it's like, we sell this as a kit and say, okay, here's the frame. It costs X amount. If you want a duet on it or an SKR or an MKS, add this. If you want Gates belts instead of cheapo Chinese belts, add this. If you want, 48 millimeter motors instead of 40 millimeter motors, and do a bracketed kit where build on it, or you can.
Okay, let me ask you guys a question.
Buy the parts,
if I wanted two extruders on one printer, and it had to be Core XY, and I want to be able to enclose it, what would you recommend?
Depends on how knowledgeable you are. How into building you are. I would do the Zeal. Right now, if I were going to do one, I would either do the Zealtech kit and build it from scratch.
Well, and like Mr. Bertram pointed out that yes, and he's right, that Zealtech is getting out of the kit business.
Are they?
Yeah. Now they just did come out with their own designed printer.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, but
they were doing that. Yeah, the Hypercube kits.
Yeah, Mr. Bertram saying tool changer hands down. Yeah, I'm starting to think that way too. But I was just curious.
The tool changer is nice. Don't get me wrong. It's just overkill unless you want the multi-head unit, which is fine.
But I love overkill, man.
The other thing I would seriously consider is that
you don't understand who I am. I'm overkill.
Yeah, okay. That inexpensive kit that both Chris Riley did, and Teaching Tech did. What the hell is it? Secca or whatever it is. That's a really interesting kit because it's only $500, and that's a fully running Core XY, mid-sized, mid-priced, high quality. I mean, everything in it's decent quality. It's got some clone crap in it, but it's not the cheaps. And it's $500.
Oh, you're talking about the frame for the SK Go?
Yeah. And that's a good start. And that's another one. Any Core XY you can turn into a tool changer. And that's an inexpensive quality. I mean, you're getting a frame. You're getting a fully printing printer for the price of what a frame would cost if you were going to build it yourself. That's I was over $500 in just extrusions and
right.
And it was well over $500. This thing's about $1,000 as it sits right now.
What rails is he putting on those? Is he putting Highwind or is it the cheap?
No, they're not Highwinds, but they're a decent knockoff. They're not cheapies.
So you'd have to, how about the Hypercube?
They are rails.
I've heard that too before. Rails. How well is the Hypercube Evo Evolution?
No, it's a good kit. Kind of what I based.
Isn't that the one that does it have the bed supported on all ends, or is it just one
No,
side.
it's by one end. It's one of the many things I didn't like about it is it's a cantilevered bed, and I don't like cantilevered beds.
Yes, neither do I, and that's what that
But
has, isn't it?
the Evo is an upgrade to it, and I think you put 2 or 3 lead screws on it. And again, if you put the Duet on it, you can put as many lead screws. You can just bolt on more lead screws, more motors.
Right.
And the Duet will drive them, and you could do like the rail core and have the self-leveling bed by the lead screws.
Okay, one more question, guys. When do you need an active heating element in the enclosure? For what materials? Because from everything I've seen so far, you can get away with just an enclosure and let it warm up naturally due to the heated bed.
Yeah, the heated bed does
more. Well, if you get into some of that really high-end, if you do a lot of polycarbonate, you're probably better off with a heated enclosure. Peak.
An active heated enclosure.
An actively heated enclosure.
Yeah, okay.
PI peak, yeah. PC, if you get the modified PCs, like I'm big on because he sent it to me and he's a really awesome guy. I got the PC Plus from
the
name of that company. Having a brain fart night. What the hell company is that? Oh God.
How high does the temperature on the bed have to be for peak?
I have no idea. I never even thought about printing peak. My biggest concern is all those high temp things. It's not just the bed and the Snow Labs. There you go. Snow Labs.
Snow Labs is one of your favorites. You shouldn't.
They are. I love Snow Labs. I don't know why. It's getting late. It's almost midnight here. It's got 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
Hey, 2020. What? Oh, Mr. Brutram says 100 plus. Yeah, but you could do that on an Ender, can't you? Can't you get the heat up to on the Ender bed?
I think an Ender caps out about 70 or 80. I mean, you might be able to push it to 100, but you'd have to enclose it and let it freaking.
Well, I'm putting a 24. I'm gonna go AC mains on the bed.
Well, there you go. You got no problems. Then.
Yeah.
But,
like I said, by the time I get done with the Ender, the only thing that's going to be left are the extrusions.
It's like the polycarbonate. It's the only thing that scares me with the polycarbonates and the peaks and the PEIs. You should not run those in your bedroom.
Those I don't.
Actively vented and get rid of all those things. Put out some nasty ass chemical freaking stench.
No, I've been looking at active carbon filtration systems.
Yeah, and it should be vented outside. It should not. That's why I haven't really run. I want to really run the PC Plus now with the Marahana on this. I'm just not going to do it until I can at least open the window, let alone put some kind of fan and suck it out the window.
My printer's out on my enclosed back porch, so it's not hard to open a window.
Well, if it's on a room you're not in, it's not a big deal. I'm just, this is my bedroom. I am not running PC Plus.
Oh, yeah.
I'm at, this is my bed right there.
Mr. Bertram, I wouldn't be running the stock Ender with its stock heat bed. I would be running it with AC mains heated bed.
If you get it with an AC heated bed, you're not going to have a problem. Stock Ender, I don't think it'll ever make it to 100.
Yeah, that's what Bertram was saying. It would take all day.
Yeah. I tried to get the Frown King to do 70, and it took after about 4 hours. The one good thing is they did have failsafe on and at 4 hours the whole thing shut down and said bed couldn't heat fast enough for.
Yeah. DT Mass says you need to be looking. If you're looking at high temp, you need to start putting electronics outside the enclosure. I'm aware of that. I'm already looking into putting that off to the side, off the Ender.
Yeah, I wouldn't even bother.
Like I said, it's not going to be an Ender anymore.
Or get a tool changer or something like that. Because honestly, if I were going to start getting into that crap, I would get a tool changer. I would probably hook up the liquid cooled hot ends for it instead of just the regular.
What do you need the liquid cool hot end for if you don't?
Because then everything can be outside.
Okay, but honestly,
if your air temperature is that hot, okay, you can't cool the hot
for peak, you need to get a liquid cooled hot end.
There's two advantages to the liquid cooled hot end. It actually cools the hot end in a hot chamber. So if you're running at 100 degrees because you're running peak or PEI, whatever.
Right.
The air temperature is high, so you're not going to be able to properly cool the hot end,
Cool it.
where the
Yeah.
liquid will. Not only that, you're not going to cool the environment by having airflow because there is
So
no
again, I've
no
coming
more
down to the conclusion
there
that
at all.
I should have one machine that I enclose to do high temperature printing and have another machine for printing everything else that I
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
If I were going to do that much high temperature, I would probably go with the liquid cooled because you're not going to be able to cool the hot end fast enough. And the big thing is you're not going to have airflow in the chamber, which you don't want. Most of those you don't want any cooling, part cooling.
Who sells liquid cooled hot ends? The only ones I know that people are E3D.
Yeah, there's one or two other companies, but I would get an E3D.
Which one?
I don't know. I'd have to look into it. I haven't really ever looked into it.
Because don't they sell the Volcano in a liquid cooled hot end also?
No, there's no
the one that
paste.
produces more film,
It's just-
faster.
there's no need. Take it, Dad. There's no need to print anything. There's no need for it. It's just fun.
Oh, I know. It's just fun. We're talking
Is
about
that if there's a need to print peak? No. Is there a need to print freaking stupid little freaking Viking dolls? No.
No, I just don't want to be limited.
Do it
on, like,
anyways.
if I want to print it, I want to be able to print it.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
this is the one I like.
Oh, Walter flipping me off.
What is that?
Yeah.
You know who Walter is, don't you?
I thought you guys were going to show a naked girl.
That's old hat. Thinking girls are no fun.
Eh.
That's what porn sites are for.
Yeah, but I got that from Mike.
Yeah, you need to print a really, really big one. Put it on your TiVo there, Viking, and print it like huge.
I was thinking about printing a bunch of them up to take to Murph with me, and doing the same thing that Mike did to Walter.
That was pissing him off too.
Oh,
I don't think it was really pissing him off. He just was getting
Yeah,
because he didn't seem like he was really that pissed about it. He just didn't know who was doing it until Mike's daughter ratted him out.
Yeah. What gets me is I did that Walter head, and with like 2 months, there was Walter head cups, there was Walter head dinos, there was Walter head frogs, there was Walter. I mean, both me and Robbie Mack did a Walter head bobblehead with him on the toilet.
Yeah.
Taking a crap, Walter? Yes, I am.
I actually like the country frog. I need to get that one.
Well, we did I got one somewhere with the country frog with the Walter head on it. Yep. There's one on Thingiverse. You're Viking? No. I sent you the file, didn't I? I can send it again if you don't have it still. I have not released it yet. I'm gonna, I guess. I can't edit it anymore because the program I can't use. It's so old I can't use it on my computer anymore. I did this in.
Yeah, Mr. was right. Walter was worried about the kids.
This one's a better one. Viking.
You don't have a link to Thingiverse on that?
On this?
Yeah.
No, not yet. I did this for him. He's got I did a helmet for him too. Get in here, Viking. I think I still got it on here. Is that it? Yeah. Hop in here for 5 minutes, Viking. You got to be. Hell, the sun's got to be rising at your house.
RC, yes, I got that file.
I did a Viking helmet for him too. He can actually design the stuff himself. He's halfway decent at Fusion. I don't know why I was doing it, but it was fun.
Oh, yeah, that works. That'll work.
The Viking helmet came out a lot better than I actually expected it. No, Walter, I mean, he was pissed humorously.
Well, and
Walter's very often
It is.
offend.
Yeah. He wasn't really worried about anything other than kids, because the way Mike was doing that is when Walter was away from the table. Mike would take it over and set it on the table, and then he would leave.
Yeah.
So,
which kind of makes it look like Walter did it.
Yeah.
Which, I can see his point.
But Walter didn't know who was dropping them on him until Mike's daughter ratted him out.
Oh, well. We got 15 minutes till 12 o'clock.
You got 15 minutes till 12 o'clock.
Well, I'm going to
He's
be
in
like,
my time zone. That's what I'm-
the world revolves around me.
Yeah,
isn't the world flat and everyone's on the same time zone?
No, only in China. China is the only one that's got one time zone.
Do they really?
Yeah, China is all one time zone. They don't change. They don't have time zones.
Oh, Viking says he can't get on because he doesn't have a voice. He's got a cold.
Yeah. Excuses. 8:45. What in the morning? Where you at, Robert?
Wow. Let's see. 8:45. Wow, he's on the other side of the world.
Happy New Year, Robert.
Yeah, Happy New Year, Robert.
Happy day after New Year, Robert. Think if you're like in Australia, it's already like noon the next day.
And it's hot.
Yeah, I hear they're getting like, but global warming doesn't exist.
Oh, no.
I don't believe in global warming. You know what? Global warming doesn't really give a crap whether you believe in it or not.
Well,
not care if you believe in it.
My theory. They change it.
He's in California.
Well,
Robert's in California.
Oh, okay. And it's not next
so
year.
3 hours behind, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought he was saying 8.
Yeah, I know. It's 5:47 in the morning for you, Tom. Yeah, you're actually in Australia, aren't you, Kilroy? Are you? No, you're out west somewhere.
Good day.
I can't remember.
G'day. No, but like I said, climate change is more accurate. But here's my disagreement with climate change.
Global warming.
Okay.
They just stopped calling it global warming because
They stopped calling it global warming after they went crazy saying global warming, and then we had the polar vortex that came down and about froze the whole country for a year.
What it's doing is altering the jet stream, basically.
Yeah. So
I don't think it's
my position
planet.
my position on climate change is yes, climate changes. Climate changes have happened for eons.
Yes,
I think I think it's the ultimate hubris of all of these global warming fanatics out there to think that we as a species have any control over global
warming. Affected it.
Well, we haven't been around on Earth long enough. We've been here in the existence of Earth. How long has man really been around?
It's reaction.
Yeah. Global climate change is going to happen. There is nothing we can do to stop it or precipitate it. It's just going to happen.
Kid says, please stop confusing climate with weather. DT Mash is that it's 4:45 a.m. there.
Good for you.
Where are you from?
Yeah, that's closer to the Vikings time zone.
They're in Europe or Africa. They're in the same time zone, aren't they?
Yeah.
Kilroy's not in Australia. He's in Texas, he says.
UK.
What fires is he talking about?
Australia. Australia's on fire all the time.
Oh, D-Mash is from the UK.
Yeah.
What part of the United Kingdom? There are a lot of cities over there.
Fucking fruit flies. God damn it. I play with friends in Australia. Yeah, I do too. Anyway, 9 more minutes.
Oh, TikTok.
They still do the big ball in Central Park?
Oh yeah, they just
Oh,
built a freaking multi-million-dollar freaking crystal one this year.
Did they really?
Oh yeah, it's all I don't know, some kind of fancy crystal.
Well, yeah. What is it? I can't remember. Like you said, it's all those crystal panes in it.
Yep, brand new one for this century.
Yeah, well, they put brand new ones in about it every 3 or 4 years ish, depending on how much it gets.
I haven't watched a ball dropping for a couple years now.
Should we watch the ball drop?
Yeah. Near Manchester.
Gets the scene in Times Square, including the ball drop 4 hours ago. Is it still live? I wonder if I can video it.
Who's hosting those the New Year's Eve thing now?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I haven't watched one since the perpetual teenager got off of them.
Yeah. 7 minutes. Yay, it's all green and changing colors and yeah, it's kind of freaking out on me trying to stream and watch it at the same time.
Yeah, my phone can't handle it. I have you guys up on my 4K television.
Oh, wow. I'm on TV?
Yeah, you're on TV.
You're always on TV because my monitor is my TV. I have my computer plugged into my TV and I don't have a monitor anymore. I just use my TV.
I mean, my big OLED TV. I love it.
This is a cheapo Best Buy freaking cheapo one. It's like $150 for a 39-inch. That's my monitor and
TV. Talking to me about my office. I have like 5 screens in my office and the place is just trashed because I haven't had time.
That is Gadget Angel Kit.
Yeah. Guess how I got the name Gadget Angel?
Because you're a gadget?
Because I love gadgets, yeah. Always have.
Yep.
It goes, by the way, who's the voice only participant? Just somebody who decided to get in and talk to these guys?
Some crazy broad.
Yeah. Nice to meet you too, Kit. I'm nobody special. I just very interested in 3D printing. I had a bunch of questions, and I was hoping these guys would answer it, and they have.
Times Square ball drop. Let's see if I can do it this way.
Isn't that the point of these live streams?
Oh, yeah.
Just be stupid? Yes.
No, ask questions.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
People who've been around longer than you have and doing
Ask
it.
questions is a side effect. Being stupid is the primary part.
And we are so good at it.
We watched the ball drop in New York by looking at my iPad.
4 minutes. Oh, look, he's putting it up on the screen.
Yep. Woohoo.
Woohoo. I can sit there and hold it. Sorry.
I'll watch it turn to 20.
I'll do the lava ball dropping.
I'll see it later.
My ball dropped a long time ago.
Yeah.
All right, that was rude, but hey, you know what? It's late. I have the do not let kids watch this video freaking clicked anyways. I love that new thing. Is this child friendly? Kid friendly?
Well, no. Is this
no,
mature?
No, it's you ask. I put it for my channel. I click the not child friendly button for the channel. Right. And it's still ask every time I freaking do a video.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to. Once you do it for the channel, nothing you upload should be child friendly.
Yeah.
But they still ask. Stupid.
But the flaw in that is it should say whether it's child friendly or not. That's where I have a problem with their way they're doing it. What they're doing is the way they've got it set up is this targeted at children.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I mean, it's still targeted advertising.
Well, and that's what it's all about. It's about that lawsuit where they got nailed for advertising targeting children, and they lost. Which
I mean, I get it because they just put random advertising on, and there's some stuff kids shouldn't see.
Right.
So they need to bracket it. I get it. It's just
hey guys, I'll be back. My stream's
they've taken it to the freaking extreme. Like everybody, they get in trouble for some little minor thing, and it's not minor, but it's kind of minor.
Yeah.
They've taken it from okay, we need to regulate it to holy crap, we need to over-regulate it now.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like my channel. My channel is kid friendly, but it's not targeted at kids. If anything on my channel is meant to be acceptable for kids to watch.
Yeah.
The whole point of my channel is to help people learn and teach and disseminate information. And, what's the best way to teach is teach kids. But I'm
really kid friendly, but every once in a while I let things slip, and I'm just not going to worry about it.
Well, it's like Josh. Josh's streams are
give it a shot, RC.
Go to PG-13. No PG-13 after 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Hey, can you guys hear me again?
Yep.
Sorry, I had to drop out.
Yeah, hear you just fine.
Okay.
Yep.
My phone, for some reason, people are setting off fireworks here. It's like 2 minutes early.
Yeah, whatever.
I think people like setting off fireworks.
Yes, they do. I know I do. I enjoy it immensely. I used to build fireworks with Estes rocket engines and black powder, and I used to take sparklers and scrape them with my knife into Estes rockets with black powder and shoot them up in the air. And they'd make this big, massive, sparky explosion. It was awesome. It was stupid too. What I didn't understand is scraping a sparkler with a knife can actually set off a sparkler. Right there he is. All right, we got another voice only.
Hey, RC.
Hey guys, how's it going?
It's going.
Hey, RC.
Yeah, I can't stream video. I'm 2 floors away from the Wi-Fi. It's horseshit.
That's
We got
okay.
1 whole minute to the ball drop. Yay!
Where are you, RC, again?
I'm in southern Minnesota.
Southern Minnesota. Wow. What kind of snow do you have out there?
Lots.
It just rains in Tennessee all winter long. All we get is rain. Now, we do get ice every once in a while, but not very often.
Tennessee. Oh, I didn't realize you were Tennessee. Oh,
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, I did. You said K-Town.
Yeah, Knoxville.
Boy, there it goes. It's starting to come. It's starting to go.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. Yeah, I grew up real close to K-Town.
Did you? I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, believe it or not.
Well, do you know where Hopkinsville is?
Nope.
Kentucky. Straight north of basically north and west of Nashville.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where I grew up.
Wow. Well, I moved, get this, my dad, when I was a senior in high school, my dad transferred to Gadsden, Alabama. So I graduated high school in Alabama.
Then you know where Fort Campbell is, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Happy New Year, Ryan.
Oh, yep, there it is.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year for you East Coasters.
Happy New Year! I missed the ball dropping.
Happy New Year, Tom.
Oh, it
Happy
says
New Year,
4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, the ball's just not dropping. Oh, it just dropped. Ooh, see, fireworks. And people-
Balls are dropping. What?
2020, a new decade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I grew up in Hopkinsville, which is just basically, for all intents and purposes, a suburb of Fort Campbell.
Wow.
You know what 2020 is? Another man-made thing. The Earth does not care
And
about
it's-
our 2020.
Yeah.
It's part of our 3D printing printers. 2020 extrusion.
Yeah.
2020 extrusion. Hey, it's 2020 extrusion day.
This is the year of the 3D printer.
2020 extrusion. Yay. There you go. That's actually kind of funny. You never thought of it that way.
Yeah, but a lot of us won't live to see 2040.
Why did my camera just go
Yeah.
to wide angle? That's kind of bizarre. There's
Or
no
40-40 or
head and everything
whatever
over here now.
Yeah, it's something when RC came in, it rearranged it.
I'm oriented.
Yeah, because now I'm
Yeah, you got your whole room.
my whole mess, whole
Do
thing.
that again. Spread your arms out again. Is it me or is your camera make it look like you're like a chimpanzee with the big long arms?
Oh,
You know what I mean?
pretty,
My first thought was the old Clint Eastwood movie.
pretty much normal.
This is where you put your arms out. All I could think of was the
The
orangutan or
orangutan.
whatever it was with the Clint Eastwood movie.
Yep. Clyde.
Clyde, there you go.
Yeah.
Right turn, Clyde.
I love.
I gotta watch
I
that
love
movie
that
again.
movie
That was a
again now.
good
That was a
movie.
great. He had like 3 of them in that, right?
Yeah.
The movies. Those are great.
Yep. Every which way but loose, any which way you can. And what was the other one? Yeah.
I know the Die Hard movies.
I couldn't even tell you any of those. Die Hard. They're all decent. No, but those
I
were
like Die
of
Hard.
all
at
the Clint
Christmas
Eastwood
time.
movies.
Don't
Those are
ask me
probably my
why. Maybe
favorite.
it's because it's a Christmas Eve movie.
I do like Pale Rider a lot too.
Yeah, Pale Rider was good.
Wow, it's 12:05.
You
I
could
was
bet
up late
movies
last
are
night
late.
watching
I think it was over late.
Tim over at T3D put together a what is it? One of those cathode ray tube clocks.
Oh, lost RC.
Those
Now we're back
Nixie
to narrow
tubes.
camera.
Cathode ray clocks. I didn't see that. I'll have to look at that.
Yeah, it's a Nixie tube. They call them Nixie tubes. I didn't realize that's what they call them. As my husband said, "Oh, yeah, they've been long." But it's supposed,
that's
you know,
not
it
bad.
just shows the numbers in the cathode ray tubes.
Yeah.
Looks pretty neat.
Nixie
So I enjoyed
Tube.
that.
Whatever Nixie Tube is. Never heard of it.
Yeah, look it up on the web. His wife bought him a present for Christmas, just to display the time. So I was looking up to see if you could get them in letters. So like you could take your name and put it up
Craptastic.
at the ray tubes.
You know. That's pretty funny, RC. Yeah, whatever. You were here for the New Year. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, RC had a catastrophic bandwidth problem, huh?
Yeah, I think I'm getting to the point to where I'm going to start having bandwidth issues because I'm down here in my print studio and everything is Wi-Fi'd into here, and I'm like RC. It's on another floor is where my router is. So
Why don't you put a hardwired Ethernet cable in?
lazy.
Kind of what he does all day long. It's one of those you don't want to do it.
That's kind of what I do for a living. So
Like a plumber's house never has a toilet that flushes. A carpenter's house is never finished with trim or doors like this house. You just don't want to come home and do what you do all
I
day
can't talk.
damn
I
long.
had Wi-Fi throughout the house until about 6 months ago. My husband and I finally pulled some cable through the house, you know, from down through the bedroom, through the garage, up through another room, all the way around the house.
Yeah,
I
and
don't ever think we went outside, but I've got the whole house now
and
wired for internet.
see, I have wired the house mostly for making it easy to do that because, I wired it just like I'd wire an office
Okay.
for my job. And
So you have all the wiring there. Why aren't you using it?
like I said, pretty much like Tom said, that's what I
Because
do.
I don't want to come home and do it.
But you realize your bandwidth gets cut in half.
Yep.
Wi-Fi, I mean, it just.
That's kind of a myth because I've actually plugged in this computer direct. My router is right there. You can't really see it, but it's right on the end of my bed. It's less than 15 feet away. When I plug in and I do a speed test, my speed is lower wired than it is Wi-Fi.
You have a bad router. Or your router is.
It is Comcast, and it's their router / modem. So it could
but
be
it might not be a gigabyte.
It's not the wires because I've used
on the
5
back.
different kinds of wires.
Gigabit.
Once you get the wiring after a certain point, it really does. You start losing it running through copper.
Well, maybe it's because I have a number of switches. I have active switches throughout the house, so the signal doesn't.
And see, my bandwidth issue is if I had it wired, then I can actually decide what goes down the wire and what still goes Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
When I'm all Wi-Fi, it all goes through the Wi-Fi. So, like with Walter, whenever he's streaming, if he's streaming and he tries to slice something,
Yeah.
He doesn't realize that's part of his thing is not just the Wi-Fi. It's part of it. His computer just
yeah.
Because every time he goes to search something, and then you can't go on the web and search and go to websites while you're streaming.
Yeah.
Your computer says, no, I can only do one thing at a time.
Yeah, that's why I have multiple computers for doing so.
Yeah. Even with multiple computers, you'll start sucking up the bandwidth, but it won't be as bad.
Yeah.
I mean, especially when you're running OBS.
I've got a laptop over there that I use for doing nothing but
processor hog.
Nothing but slicing and 3D modeling and all of that stuff. And then this one here I got just for streaming.
Yeah. And I do it all on a little Mac Mini.
Wow.
I'm running off a Mac Mini right now.
Well, I'm gonna go, you guys, because my
2014 Mac Mini. Get that.
Playing next to me.
Old computer.
Thanks for joining us.
Happy New Year! Thank you for answering my questions. I appreciate it so much.
Well,
and
anytime.
Good night to you all in the chat. And good Happy New Year to everybody.
Look forward to seeing you on the.
You'll see me again. Just look for me. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Yep, I'm gonna kill it anyway. So Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, Viking.
Day already for you, Viking. New Year's was what, 6 to 7 hours ago?
Yeah, and I need to go and get me something to eat. I haven't eaten since lunch.
I need to go to bed.
Well, and with
midnight,
with Lady Fox being gone, I didn't have dinner tonight. So, oh, by the way, Lady Fox says, "Tell Tom, Happy New Year."
Oh,
sorry that she couldn't be here on the stream with us. So,
well, she could have keyed in on her phone.
Yeah.
She's
a lot more technically challenged, computer challenged. I'm lucky to have her with doing as much as what she does. But she did want to pass that on to you whenever she heard I was on the stream with you.
Stay upright. Nope, it's time to go vertical, horizontal. I mean, I already am. Well, I'm like halfway. I'm diagonal. Oh, now I'm vertical. Anyways, thanks for stopping by, everybody. Happy New Year. Time to go to bed.
Happy New Year, everyone.
If anyone wants to keep watching Drunk and Stupid, I think Show's still streaming on his stream. On his personal one. Not Skewed View, but his personal one. Show him, what the hell is the last name?
Don't know.
Don't know either.
If anybody's interested, I might tomorrow. Well, for me, it's tomorrow. It's for you. I might be doing a live stream for the new year, working on the Bear clone, or working on the Prusa clone, actually putting the Prusa clone together. So
Working on the bear claws.
now
Working on the bear claws.
I'm going to try and clear off all of this MMU stuff off the bench and actually get the clone working so that whenever I'm ready to start using the MMU, all I got to do is just hook it up. So that's
Go to bed because I'm yawning. What is yours? This is Michael Fox something, isn't it?
let's see here. Yeah, there we go.
All you gotta do is click on the little thing on the side, and
there's a link to my channel.
there you go.
It's the planned name, once I ever get my 100 subscribers, is going to be 3D Printing with Michael. But until then, it's just Michael Fox. So I get lost in the of Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
This actually came out really good.
Yeah.
Surprisingly well. That was before.
You got that in an STL?
Not yet. I mean, I do, but I'm still playing with it because you can't really print it any smaller than this because then the black lines disappear and become all spotty.
Yeah.
So, although I may just leave it that big. I got to try it with the Humera now or see how good it comes out because that was before the Humera, and that's at a 0.8 nozzle. That's not a little nozzle. That's a 0.8 nozzle.
Yeah.
Nozzle really does well if you slice proper. I gotta say, Idea Maker is really much better than most of the other ones, particularly with large nozzles. It seems to comp for the large nozzle better. Anyway, on that note, see you guys. Killing it.
Good night, all.
Great evening. See you tomorrow. I got a video coming out at like 11 Eastern time tomorrow. It's already scheduled, uploaded, done. See yous. End broadcast.